Well, you are.
Hi, how are y'all? I'm trying. Can y'all see me?
Not yet.
Can you see me now?
There. Yes, we see you now.
Not voice deep. I'm weak as hell.
Don't even look at the camera.
I'm weak as hell. How are y'all?
Good.
How are you, Sean?
Feeling good. What's your
That's
name
great.
again?
How are you, Shanice? You look so pretty.
Yeah, thank you so
You
much.
also look pretty, Olivia.
Thank
I am
you.
not a man.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Lay, and I'm from Tennessee.
Okay, got you. What
Yeah.
is your question, Lay?
Um, my question is for Sean.
What's up?
Are you serious? Not her hopping off. Torigia. Hello, Torigia. Hello. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Counting 1, 2, 3. I see you muting the mic. Can you unmute the mic, please? And unmute the camera. Counting 1, 2, 3. You're out, girl. You gotta be ready and prepared. Okay. We're bringing somebody else on. Hanging tight. Blandine, you're coming on. Blandine, hello. Blandine? Oh my gosh. Y'all. Okay. Very. I did, my king. Yes. Yes, my king. Very interesting. You're coming on. Hello?
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Give me 2 seconds. I for real did not think y'all were gonna pick me, so yay. Let me put my camera on.
Yes, I'll turn on. I'll send you an invite.
Hi, can you guys see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, well, hello, FYI. I don't know why I'm shaking, but I do sound scared, I know. Okay, so hello. I've been watching you guys for approximately like 2, 3 weeks now. I'm from
What?
Montreal,
What's your name
and
and where are you from?
my name is Isabel. I'm from Montreal. I'm Caribbean. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just have a few questions for all of you, but it's not necessarily like I don't want to. I'm not gonna ask questions about like your bedroom relations or whatnot because that's absolutely none of my business. But I just want to start off by saying, Shanice, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
But how do you feel fulfilled in your polygynous relationship? How do you manage to like find fulfillment for yourself but also within your relationship?
Well, for myself, is to be honest, I take care of myself, like self care, self development, self assurance, making sure that like I am my best self, so I can be my best self for me, but not only for me, but for like my partner. So we as a team can be our best selves.
But you said partner singular, so like are you essentially with Sean and then Sean is with Olivia, or do you think like
Yes.
the three of you guys are not
So I am only in a relationship with my love, and these are two separate relationships.
okay, two separate relationships
Yeah.
but like in tandem?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bleh, so sorry. I don't know, guys. I'm so
You're
nervous. I'm
fine.
on live
You're
all
fine.
the time. Oh yeah, Dios mío. Okay. In terms of like how you started with Olivia Sean, I know that you mentioned that you started seeing each other when she was 18, and that you guys had
That's
like a
wrong.
brief.
Hold on. That's false. We did not start seeing each other when she was 18. That's when we met. We met on LinkedIn. Okay, it was not romantic at all. She was 18, about to be 19 years old. We did not get romantically involved until she was 19.
Okay, sorry. So you guys didn't get romantically involved until she was 19.
Yes.
But Shanice, how did you feel knowing that he was getting in a relationship with somebody who he had met like on LinkedIn with no desire to start something romantic?
Well, I met Olivia during the non-romantic phase as well. And it was also a plan to add more women to our dynamic. So
Make
it
sure you
wasn't.
communicate clearly, because when you say a plan, they're gonna make it seem like,
Oh,
we planned this. Like we
yes.
previously discussed wanting to add a woman. Make sure you communicate clearly. I'm tired of them clipping us up, saying all type of crazy stuff. I mean,
Okay.
do it, but like just communicate clearly, babe, with them.
So essentially, I myself, when I was 18, I was in a situationship with somebody who was 26. And obviously, I understand that there's a difference in age between when I was 18 and when Olivia was 18. I'm currently 22, so I'm a little bit older than you. But I find that
No, I'm
in
20.
retrospect, yeah, well, I'm 22, so I am older than you, though.
Okay.
20, not 20 as well, like 20 plus 2 years.
Yeah.
And I find that the age gap did affect me in some ways. I'm not saying that you're being groomed. However, I do have my own perception of certain age gaps. And I also understand that your family is not necessarily accepting of this relationship. So when discussing children, and that you would like to bring them in the future, how do you think that you potentially having children will affect your desire to reconnect with your own family, seeing as Sean would be like our bajo. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys speak French, but I don't like a bar
Yeah.
between that.
Yeah. So basically how, like, when I have kids, how I will rekindle with my family, basically, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that when you have kids, do you think that you would want to rekindle with your family? And do you think that there would be a possibility, seeing as Sean would be a barrier, most likely? And I'm not saying that your relationship is bad. As I said, like, your relationship is your thing. However, I know that there is that strain with your parents and Sean.
Yeah. So, I would say it depends. If they're still at a point where they're completely like against the relationship, I would not want to have that around my kids.
Okay, so you would like set that boundary between you would just stay not talking to your parents essentially?
It's not talking to them. It's just more kind of like, this is what, it's kind of like a boundary. Like, I cannot have this sort of language, this sort of like things around my kids type thing.
Okay, I understand. And lastly, Shanice, I know you've spoken about your mental health before. I currently am like on a little bit of a social media break because I am prioritizing my mental health. Like, girl, it's been crazy here.
How you
But
on a social media break and you on TikTok live?
because I like y'all. That's why, because you guys
That's good.
entertain me.
That's good.
I have been watching your videos. I've been in a break of creating content because I am a content creator. I create content for Montreal and da. But I have been in a break of creating content. However, I have been watching y'all. Nice try, Sean. But I wanted to know, Shanice, you have spoken about your mental health before. And I just wanted to know, how has this relationship impacted your mental health, if it has?
To be honest, I feel as though I have a lot more self-awareness, and I see a lot further. I dream a lot bigger, and it has impacted my like mental health for the better. Also, I just wanted to know, like, I understand that you're taking a social media break, but whatever you're struggling with now, like, make that your strength, and then, like, some people may be struggling with the same thing, and, like, try to teach other people how to, overcome your battles.
That's very kind of you. I thank you. I appreciate that. I do understand that like there's a limit to how much you want to reveal about your own mental health online, as I'm experiencing that. But I know I said last question. I have a dernière question. You mentioned your businesses a lot. Obviously, that is the priority why you guys are here. And I've heard you say that Sean, you have business with Shanice, you have business with Olivia, and you have like separate businesses, but you also have your own things. When it comes, and also I was there when somebody said that when you get married, who is gonna get which business. How do you guys distribute the funds? How do you guys have your separate accounts? Do you guys are all businesses in everybody's name, but different
Yeah.
people
So
administer them?
right now, the main business, the main thing we're all doing is taking all of our money and investing it. We probably invest about anywhere from 50 to 100K into things that are going to create cash flow so that we can have true freedom. Because any entrepreneur knows that in business you have good months, you have bad months, and you want to get rid of cash. You guys see what happened with the banks. So right now we're trying to get like freedom. You don't keep your money in the bank. You keep your money in assets, and assets that pay you every month. For me, I don't do the crypto. I don't do the stocks. We don't do any of that. We buy businesses that will pay us cash. And so our goal, I'll just tell you our target. Our target is to make $100,000 a month in passive income. And by passive income, we mean like businesses that like actually produce like cash.
Okay, d'accord. So that was like a half answer, but I appreciate it. So thank you guys. Have a very lovely night, and I will let the other
We
people
appreciate.
go.
Oh no! Before you jump off, you said you're a content creator. What kind of business you got?
I guess myself, I am the business. Like I'm a polyglot, so I talk about that all the time. I create fitness content.
How do you help people? What do you help them solve?
I don't. When you say solve, like I help people with fitness in general, and also.
All right, so you help people. You help people get in shape.
I guess to a certain extent,
Who
I'm not
do you
certified.
help? Girls, guys, or anybody?
Anybody who wants to watch my content can
All
watch
right.
my
So
content.
if you girls, guys, you guys are out there. You guys want to go and get in shape. Where can they find you?
At Very Interesting on Instagram and TikTok.
Perfect. Yo, listen, get the pitch down. Who do you help? What do you help them solve? Tell them to follow. You got 20,000 people watching you right now. There's somebody in here who could use some help right now. So with that being said, you guys have got to make sure you get the pitch down. We want to see your guys' businesses explode, right? We want to help you guys out. So that's super, super awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on. And we appreciate you. All right.
Oh, bye, guys.
Yes, peace. Let's get the next guest on. Yo, you guys. I saw somebody really quick in the comments. Hold on, Olivia. I saw somebody in the comments, right? What exactly do we invest in? There's two things that I think that are going to come out of this recession bigger. If you look at all the stores, they're all getting shut down. Walmarts are shutting down. Malls are shutting down. Foot Locker's about to shut down 400 locations by 2026. Two things are going to come out of this recession bigger. E-commerce, like Amazon, everybody's going to like buy stuff online. I mean, we get our groceries online. We do Instacart. It's very rare that we go to a physical store. Sometimes we do, but not a lot. And then anytime you buy stuff online, logistics. So anything with like FedEx, anything with like trucking, right? Because it has to get delivered somehow. As e-com goes up, trucking is going to go up. 76% of all e-com purchases involve logistics or trucking of some sort. So if you guys are out there, highly recommend getting into trucking. I probably wouldn't even start a trucking business. I would see if you can invest into like a trucking business or FedEx routes. You guys can go on loopnet.com. You guys can go and purchase actually FedEx trucking routes for like $150,000. You can go and get like 7 routes, and that'll pay you like $7,000 to $12,000 a month. I'm telling you guys, e-commerce and logistics are really, really going to go up. If you guys are watching this, we're here to help you guys so much. Ask us your questions about relationships. Ask us your questions about business. We're just telling you things that we're going to do. I saw somebody ask it. Want to make sure we do that. With that being said, if you got a 700 plus credit score and you're watching this right now and you want to learn to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month, I give out free game every single day. I'll never ask you for your credit card. I'll never ask you for money. We're here to help you guys. If you got a 700 plus credit score, you want to learn to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. A couple strategies that you can go and implement to learn to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. DM me on Instagram, Sean_T_. DM me free game if you have a 700 plus credit score, and I teach you how to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month completely free. Okay, so DM me free game. All right, and you guys got to remember, the most expensive, the biggest expense you'll ever have in your life is the money you don't make. Okay, the money that you guys don't make. You guys, it's so rare that you guys are going to get this. We're never going to ask you guys for any money. We're never going to ask you guys for your credit card or anything, but we want to positively help you all. When you guys come up here, if you got a business, please shout it out, man. There's thousands of people here. People can utilize your services, whether you are in sewing, whether you're in cooking, it doesn't matter. You got to get people to know your business, and we want to help you guys. So again, one more time, if you got a 700 plus credit score and you want a couple strategies that you can actually implement to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month, again, if you got a 700 plus credit score, DM me on Instagram, free game, and I'll teach you for free how to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. I got one account. I'll never ask you for any money online. So kind of be like on like the lookout for that. We appreciate you guys. And if there's any fellas in here, if you guys are watching and you want to learn to have super massive success, you don't want to just make 10K a month. You want to learn to make like 10K a week. And you're looking for somebody to kind of show you the way. You can, if you got 700 plus credit score, DM me the word mentor on Instagram, Sean_T_Adams. And I'll personally reach out to you and see if my mentorship is right for you. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys. Let's get the next guest up here.
Yeah. Zaina, you're coming on. Hi,
Hello.
Zaina. Hi.
Hello, my king. Hello, queens.
Hi.
How's the royal family doing?
Feeling good. Turn your camera on, superstar.
You sound like you're from the royal family. Is that true?
I can turn my camera on, but it's dark.
Good.
You literally sound like you're from the royal family.
How do I turn my... Sorry, I don't know how to turn my camera on. Hold on.
I got you. Let me see. Bloop, bloop.
Oh, did I do it? Oh, no, I didn't.
No, not yet.
Can you do it for me?
I wish.
Oh,
okay,
I did
now
it.
you
Okay.
got it. Now you got it.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello.
so I just
Wait.
needed some advice from you guys.
Wait. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Zaina. I'm from London.
I knew it.
Yeah, so I came across like screen recordings of your live videos, and like the dynamic of your relationship is something that I've always been interested in, but I felt like a little ashamed of wanting something like that. And so there's this guy that I really like, we're getting to know each other, and I don't want to be exclusive with him. I want to have 2 boyfriends. But I don't want to scare him away when I explain that to him.
Scare him away.
No, but I feel like I just have so much love to give, and I have such a big heart. I want to share my love with him and then also this other guy. And, you know, I think if he really did care about me, he would respect my wants. And that is what I want. And I just wanted to know how you would advise me to open up that conversation with him.
I guess my question is, why do you want 2 guys?
I just, I feel like I could lead both of them into, like becoming better people. I can teach them new things.
Well, tell me,
I want to help.
what do you feel like? That's great. That's great news. What do you feel like you can teach them?
There's so many things just from when I speak to them. Obviously, it's up to the individual. There's this one guy, he's really, really bad at counting backwards. I went to the gym with him and he messed up like with some of the numbers. And, I love him so much and I just want him to be the best version of himself. I want to teach him about
You want to teach him? Let me get this
meditation.
straight. You want to teach him how to count backwards?
Well, he has
Is that
dyslexia,
that's a
and I
really
think
quick?
I can
I'm really
cure
trying to
him.
understand. I really want to give you advice on this, but I got to understand the situation. So you feel like you want a guy to be with you because you can teach him to count backwards. Is that correct?
Well, no, of course that's not the only reason, and I think that's not the only reason.
No,
I
I
think
don't
you're
know.
being a little bit like patronizing right now.
I just met you today. I don't know anything. I'm just asking you a question. I'm trying to learn. So why do you feel like you want to lead 2 guys? Because I mean, you wanting to help people, I think is super awesome.
Well,
But
it's not just leading them. I want to be in a relationship with both of them. I want to
like why?
love.
The thing is this. This is why I'm asking you this. People are always going to do what's best for them, and the only way to I think that relationships or business partnerships work is if you align what's best for you with what's best for them. That way you naturally align.
I
Me and
know that
me,
I
the
am
common, the
best for
common
them.
denominator about us is we want to positively impact people all over the world. That's the thing. That's something that we really, really love to do. Every day we get up here, we give out free game. People come, they shout out their businesses. They ask us questions about relationships. Like right now, I hope you find this valuable if this is really what you want. So you got to find out what your mission is, right? Because you want to lead people. So what's your mission? And then two, just find two people who are aligned with that mission. I will say this: it's going to be very tough for you to get two. I don't know what kind of guys you're into, but it might be tough. And I'm not saying you can't do it, but it might be tough for you to get two super strong, like high performing men to kind of agree to that. So
I can be the strong one. I want to nurture them and help them. I don't need them to be strong, you know? Everyone is strong
so
in
you
their own way.
partner with somebody that's weak, that's not strong.
Well, I want to help them gain strength.
So you
Because
don't want to partner with somebody that's already strong and help them become stronger. You want to partner with somebody that's weak.
I think you're just taking what I'm saying and
I'm asking you a simple question.
minimizing what I'm saying, and you're taking away from the
Okay, so
point that I'm
let
trying
me
to
let
make.
me let me ask you a simple question. Do you want to partner with strong men? Yes or no?
Well, yes, but if I have
So
a
there's
man
no but.
and I
Hold on. There's no
think
but.
he's
You want to
weak,
partner with if you want to
I'm not going to ditch him just because.
if you want to partner with strong men, it might be very tough for you to get two strong men to like agree to that. That's just my opinion. You do what kind of works best for you.
I
But
think that strong
my
men.
advice, my advice for you is to, hey, what is your mission? Get clear on it. Find people who believe in that mission, and you guys can like
So
support.
does that mean your two queens aren't strong women?
They're super strong.
Hmm?
They're super strong. What do you mean?
Okay. Yes, and I believe that. I do believe that they're super strong, and they both agreed to be in a relationship with you. So my two men can be super strong and agreed to be in a relationship with me. Why do you think it'll
100%,
be difficult to find two strong men willing
I,
to do that?
I 100% agree with you. However, I will say this: I think men and women are different, and most guys that I know, when they really care about a woman, it's going to be very tough to see him share that woman with another man. Like it's going to be that would be very tough. Because like,
Yes, but they
what
are
are you gonna do?
strong
What
men,
if
so
like what if?
they can definitely handle it because they're strong.
I
They're
mean,
strong
that's
mentally,
your
just like your queens are. They handle it.
that's your opinion. It'll be very interesting to see when you have two kids, and I'm not saying that it can't work. It's just gonna be very interesting to see when you're pregnant by one. What like are you guys all gonna live under the same household? Like
I'm not getting pregnant. I'm adopting children. There are so many
so,
kids already that don't have
so now you
parents.
have
I
a,
don't need to bring more children into the world.
so now you gotta have two strong men that don't want to pass on their lineage and have kids. I think that'd be even tougher. So
They can pass on their lineage through my adoptive children
well, good
by
luck with that one.
teaching them things.
Good luck with that
Your
one.
genetic lineage
Yeah.
through
Good,
adopted
good,
children. I don't
good,
know how that will work.
good luck with that one.
Yes, well, I believe that by that time, science will have developed something to
Yeah.
inject the genetics of myself and my
So you're gonna play a
husband.
science experiment with your kid. All right, gotcha.
Well, no, I'm obviously that's what my business is.
That's what your business is.
Promote your business.
I feel like you guys are trying to make fun of me, and I was really glad that I found you guys online because I thought you were like
Nobody's
inspiring.
funny you. I'm just saying some of the things that you're saying just doesn't seem like it makes that much sense.
I think you're just offended that two men are
I'm
willing
not
to be
offended.
with
I'm
me.
not in that situation. I personally don't know any strong men who would want to partner with one woman and then they can't even have kids. Most strong men that I know, they want to be protectors and they want to be providers and they want to pass on their lineage. So if you feel like you can go find you two great men that you're attracted to and you can fall in love with and they're not going to want kids and they're just going to, align with your mission, then you go do that. Good luck.
Well, no, I want more than two, but obviously I'm going to start with two. I
Okay.
just want to build like a powerful family, me and a
So
few
you want
men.
to shoot you every night. Choo
Hmm?
choo. That's what you like?
Hmm?
Okay. Hey,
No, I'm actually
if that's what makes
practicing
you happy, man,
celibacy.
do what makes you happy. Choo choo.
Like, why are you making fun of me?
How am I making fun of you?
This is
You
just your
are.
preference.
That's your preference.
No, guys, I just I just came on here and I didn't.
Let's do
No,
that.
I
We
was
know
like,
you.
you guys,
We know you.
was fine. And
You're
now
trolling
you're
the
just
whole
like
time,
making
bruv.
You're trying
You've
to
been
tell us.
trolling the whole time, bruv.
We
You've
appreciate
been.
you. Come on, man. Stop the cap. We know she's been trolling, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's so
When she started, oh my gosh, I just couldn't. That was funny though.
That
Nice
was
try.
Nice try. She
Yeah. You were trolling the whole time,
tried.
bruv.
She tried it, bruv.
That's how the UK people say it.
That was great.
That was so funny.
Was it?
Not really. She didn't make it that believable. The whole time I was like, wait.
That's what's funny.
She was like, I need your advice. I was like, where is this going?
I think she just wanted to troll.
As she should.
As
As she should.
It's the same thing. Girls think that it's the same thing. It's crazy.
I don't know if she believes that, McKing.
It's so weird.
It's so funny. Let's bring her on, bruv. Okay,
Imagine having 7 husbands and you get pregnant and you like, by who?
bruv, that would be so. I would not know what's like. What would you even do with yourself at that point? You're like, dang, now gotta take the DNA test, and 7 people have to take it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you're on that girl Lex.
Oh my gosh. Hey y'all. I wasn't expecting you to pick me, but hey.
Hey, can you turn your camera on, Lex? And
Yeah, sorry. I'm like in bed with my bonnet on, so not too much on me, y'all.
That is where the bonnet is.
Okay. There we go.
There you go. Yes. Okay, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Lexi. I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
You go to VCU?
No, I graduated already. I didn't go to VCU though.
Nice.
But you're familiar with the area. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm from Northern Virginia. But where's your question, girl?
Yeah, so okay, I don't have like many questions, but I am just a little like intrigued by this whole situation. But I think I do have one question that everybody on this live is like dying to like know. This is for you, Sean. Where the heck did you get that tie? Oh my God.
Listen, man. Iron Man gave me this time.
Bro, okay.
All right.
Woo!
How much did you pay for that if you mind me asking that?
Iron Man gave me this time.
Okay. Well, Shanice, how are you?
Outstanding. How are you?
I'm good. So I do have one other question because earlier you were talking about, this is back to you, Sean. You were talking about like all of your investments and everything, and then you kind of went on like a tangent talking about like the trucking industry and like all these other businesses like closing and stuff, in which that is like a good point. But I kind of wanted to get back to like what exactly are you investing in? Because you didn't really answer that.
Yeah, so I mean, those are things that we are investing in. Trucking, that's actually our next deal. So probably over the next 12 months, I'll probably be buying 5 trucks myself.
Okay, that's what's up. So you're like creating your own trucking company?
This is what I value when I make an investment, and anytime I get it, the things I value are this. And I'm not saying my ways are right. Number 1 rule about investing money: don't lose money.
Period.
Number 2 rule when it comes to investing money: don't lose money.
Period.
Number 3,
don't
cash flow. Does it cash flow? Does it actually give me like a check every month? Is it? And for me, I prefer things that's real, that I can see, that I can touch.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like that's kind of unrealistic. Like anybody knows if you're investing that there's a risk to losing money. So like what you're saying, don't lose money. Like that's kind of unrealistic.
And I'm 100% with you, which is exactly why you want to mitigate that risk for me. That's just my 2 cents. You know, I don't claim to be a know-it-all. That's just me. I don't like to get rich quick stuff. I like to get rich for sure stuff. I like stuff that I can see, that I can touch. And there's a couple things that's always going to be around. People are always going to have some place to live. Real estate's always going to be, in my opinion, a great investment. People are always going to need to ship stuff. E-com is going to go up. Trucking is just going to go up. Trucking is probably one of the most vital businesses out there. People are going to need a place to store their stuff. Like real estate, things that cash flow, laundromats, dry cleaners, just those essential businesses that may not be the glitz and glam, but you know, everybody will always need them.
Okay. So I guess my next question is, I know I was watching like a couple of days ago, and you said you don't really go to. Okay, wow, you don't really go to like the
All right, hold
grocery
on, hold
store.
on. You really that offended that I kissed my queen on camera?
No,
Like,
I'm just trying to have a conversation with you,
all
and I
right,
feel like
well, we
that's
can't
just kind of disrespectful.
have a conversation. Get over yourself. Ask the question. I'm gonna
Get
keep.
over myself, sir. You need to get over yourself.
All
You're
right.
the most narcissistic person I've ever come
Yeah,
across
I'm a
in my life.
narcissist. You're right. Thank you. Cool.
Okay. Okay, my next question. So you said you haven't gone to the grocery store in like over a year, right?
I may have been like once or twice, but I don't go on like a regular basis.
Oh, okay. No, I was just asking because you said that you're like too busy to go, but like I was just curious because you sit up here on live for hours.
Is the
So
grocery store open right now?
I'm pretty sure there are some open. I don't really know where you are, but like what?
So the grocery stores are open where you're at right now.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know who's grocery shopping this late at night, but for me, we do this. It aligns with my mission: positively impacting people. This is what I like. This is what I care about. Me going grocery shopping. Who does that help?
You and your two queens. Like what? What?
But me going live, whether people like us, whether they hate us, people are entertained. There's 20,000 people. There's people that we can help. So for me, the way I make my decisions is what's the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of people. That's how I've always made my decisions. So why my decisions are super simple. What's the greatest
Okay.
good for the
Okay,
greatest?
question. Are you looking at the comments? Because, like, I
I
don't know if
don't
you're
read
looking
the
at the same
comments.
comments that I'm looking at, but nobody on this live is getting help from you. So who do you think you're helping right
I
now?
have
We're
people that
all
message
laughing
me.
at the
I have people
situation.
that message me positive messages every single day. Unfortunately, when you have a super strong spirit, it's always been this way since the beginning of the time. You're going to receive harsh criticism from mediocre minds, and
Okay.
all these little haters, these people that trip me up.
Ah!
Guess what? We cut them a check too. You know why? Because half of these people are uploading clips of us on YouTube, and some of these people got their YouTube monetized from us. So some of these people are going to be able to quit their job just from clipping us up. So we're still cutting them a check, even though they hate us. Come on now. I would definitely say that that's positively affecting people. Would you admit that if somebody is making money by uploading videos of us, that that is a benefit? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So, receiving money.
Now we see how.
Olivia, I am not talking to you.
So what? But she
Um,
can respond,
It's a
and that's the
panel.
last time you're gonna disrespect my queen.
I'm not disrespecting
You
her.
are being
I'm just saying.
disrespectful.
Okay. My bad. I ain't have to go. I didn't have to do all that. Okay. Um,
Hold on.
I guess my
Hold
last
on.
question would be, I
Hold
guess
on.
like going off of, I'm
Hold
talking. You're
on.
not going to talk
Hold
over
on.
me like you do everybody else. I'm
Hold
talking.
on.
My next
Olivia, what
question
were
that
you
I'm going
gonna say?
to ask.
Hold
My
on.
next question.
You don't have nothing to say to me? All right, go ahead. What was you saying?
My next question, going off of your last point that you were just making, um, so how exactly do you feel like you're helping the community? Like how are you going live? How is that helping the community, or like what goal are you actually reaching? Because I know like you've talked about like um you want to be like one of the most powerful families like in America, you know, this, that, and the other. Like how is it that sitting on live for like 3-4 hours every single night, like how is that actually going to help the community? And this is a serious question.
So let me get this straight. Would you say that teaching somebody to make money or putting money in somebody's pocket helps them? Yes or no?
But that's not what you're doing on this
I
live.
asked you
On
a
this live, on
I
this
asked you
live,
a simple question. Yes or no?
if that was what you were doing, yes, but that's not what you're doing. On
So
this live, you have people
are there
coming in and
people,
asking about
are
your
there people,
relationship. How is that
are
helping the community?
Are there people, I'm going to get to that, are there people that have monetized YouTube channels from this? Yes or no? Even if they hate us?
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
going
really
to
watch
I'm going
YouTube
to tell
like
you,
that.
I'm going to tell you the answer is yes. Have people come up here and shout it out their business? Yes. Did I just give somebody $1,000 yesterday for their birthday? Absolutely yes. Do we get up here and give free business advice? Absolutely yes. Do we get relationship questions all the time? We connect with people all over the world. And just because you feel like you're not benefiting from it doesn't mean the other 20,000 people here aren't.
All right, everybody in the comments, are y'all benefited from this? Just a quick question. Are y'all benefited from this? Read the comments. Read the
Imagine,
question. I'm done. Good
imagine,
night,
imagine,
y'all.
imagine,
I don't know how to get off of this, but you can go ahead and
imagine
just
the
like
only
you can
pleasure
push
you
me
got
off.
in life was getting up here and trying to tear people down. That's literally your biggest joy in life.
You know what? How do I get off of this? Olivia, can
Look,
you push me
you're
off?
so
I
smart. You
feel
don't
bad.
even know how to remove yourself from a room. Come on now, get boot her off. Help her
Yes,
out.
Bruv. People are so ridiculous. People are so ridiculous. RL Bratstall, you're coming on.
Oh my God. Hello.
Yeah, hey, Bratstall.
Hi.
Baddies, where's
Nice
the
to meet
bonnets?
y'all.
Look at your skin. The
Yes,
skin.
ma'am. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So my name is Nay. Alexa, stop. Damn, my Alexa got on my nerves. My bad, y'all. That was so embarrassing. That is ugly. Anyway, my name is Nay. I'm 27. I'm a content creator and I'm building a community where people can be comfortable to be themselves online. I feel like negativity is all over TikTok, all over the internet in general right now, and it's really ugly. So I'm building a community where people can be themselves, show up for themselves, and be themselves. So from my TikTok specifically, I have that going on, and I just started a Discord as well. My biggest question for y'all is how do you get past the negative, super opinionated people who feel like they can tell y'all about how y'all are going to be in life? And how do you go from there? That's my first question.
Yes.
Nobody can tell you who you are if you're sure of yourself.
That's a good one.
I love that.
So if you have like the self
I love that for sure.
is built, and you have like self confidence, I feel as though is built. So like when you work on yourself, when you do your self development, when you work out, when you know that you're that girl, you gonna be that girl, and nobody can tell you otherwise.
Very much so true. And I wanted to get up here because I felt I had questions and people coming to me like, oh, have you seen the poly relationship? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, who hasn't seen them? Be so for real. Y'all have been everywhere. We know y'all. Y'all are doing your thing. Regardless of anybody else, y'all are on a platform that you've built on your own. Regardless of if it's positive, negative, opinionated, whatever else, y'all have built that. So I guess my next question would be, how do you decide to continue pushing, getting on these lives, talking to people all the time, getting the risk of bringing people up here and not really knowing what their feelings might be? How do you push to continue to show up for your guys' benefit, getting on these lives?
That's a great question. I think it's just nice to interact with people, no matter what their disposition is towards us. And honestly, it may not be for the people that are on the live. It may be for somebody that's watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree with that. I agree. And I see that y'all, or Sean, you had mentioned, you guys are helping a lot of people with, answering questions, pushing businesses here and there. You said you have given some money recently. So how do you continue to want to do these things to help the community and, help people who do need help and things like that? How do you continue to do that with the backlash and the speculations that you're not actually doing these or you're not doing that? How do you continue to just keep doing it regardless of people are believing it or accepting it?
Because they don't see what happens behind the scenes. Like every day, I get messages, positive messages, like every single day, and that's what I do it for. If I got to go through all that backlash to like help some people, that's just what I'm gonna like do. At the end of the day, I feel like it's very selfish. If I feel like I have a gift, if I feel like I can really help people out there, regardless of what it is, money, income, help them have better relationships, whatever it may be. Who am I to keep that to myself? All because people tear me down.
Mm-hmm,
That's very, very, very selfish, and that's just not how I operate. A true man is a man of service.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, and I just want to give a quick message to the comment section if that's okay with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. So to the comments, y'all, I understand everybody has their opinion. Everybody wants to say something. Everybody wants to believe in something. Y'all can be bored all you want. You can want people to be kicked off when they have their chance to get up here, but y'all need to be able to understand where people are coming from before you get to talking. And if you don't have the audacity to get up here and take an opportunity to talk to people face to face, I don't want to hear anything you have to say low key. And that's just me. They might have a completely different feeling about it, and they might feel like they don't need to hear anything that y'all got to say. You know, they can do their own thing. But me personally, if you don't have the option or the audacity to come and speak to me face to face, nothing you can say is going to hurt me. Just saying. But I really appreciate y'all letting me get up here. Y'all have 20K people in here. If y'all are looking for a opportunity to be, you know, make friends and have a positive space on the internet, follow me, join my Discord. I'd love to see y'all there. And thank y'all so much for letting me up here.
Yeah, and where can the people find you? Because there's a lot of people. There's thousands of positive people here. So where can they find you?
Yes, here on TikTok, y'all can follow me here. You can follow me on Instagram. It's the same username. And then my Discord is the link in my bio if
Yeah.
y'all want to get
Yeah,
on
let's
there
see
as
how
well.
many positive people are here. If you guys are tired of the bullshit, you're tired of the negativity on TikTok, put a 10x in the chat if you want to see some positive. Let's see how many people we got in here with big dreams that actually, want to see positivity in the world. Drop a 10x. Let's see if we get any 10x.
Right. And if you want to be yourself, if you want to be yourself, you maybe, don't have support at home or with friends. You just want to be yourself and be around
10x,
people who are positive and want to
10x,
uplift you. Go ahead
mm,
and hit me up because that's what we're
mm,
about.
10x. Okay, okay. We got a lot of negativity, but we got some 10xers here.
I see a couple. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, I got five.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Thank y'all for the gifts. Also, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Again, y'all follow me here on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, and join the Discord link in my bio. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later.
See you later. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
questions. Also, thank you, everyone in the comments. I really appreciate y'all for your positivity. I really appreciate y'all for the positivity.
Yes.
All right, if y'all want to get another guest on, let's get this live to 400K likes. It's 20K people in here. Y'all got this in like 30 seconds. Come on. 20K likes and 3K shares. 20K likes. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? I meant to say 300K, but let's get to 400K likes. 400K likes. We are now. Okay. Let's get to 3K shares. That was fast. Thank you. What's poppin'? Girl, I saw you. Oh, dang. Well, that was disappointing. I really liked her profile picture. Hello. Oh,
Hi.
and you came ready. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi. Hi,
How are
King. Hi,
you?
Queens. Good. How are you?
Good. Hi.
Sorry,
What,
I'm so
where are you,
tired. I'm sorry.
what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Bree. I'm in California, but I'm originally from South Carolina.
Okay. What part of California?
I'm an hour from LA.
Okay.
So I'm in
Awesome.
Corona.
Mm.
So, I'm on here in support, and I'm also interested in a poly relationship. I'm still learning from you guys, like what aspects, and I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because I relate to Olivia when family would not understand
Really,
it.
really quick. You're the Marine, right? Former Marine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I remember you.
Thank
I do
you.
too. That's why I was like, seems like the same gal.
Yeah, so I moved further into this because I learned a lot from all of you, and I am interested, and I'm talking to someone who's interested. So basically I'm getting advice of what your dynamic is, as in how the rules for the women work. Are there, a lot of people won't be accepting, but like, what are the rules, the reprimands, the chores? Do you share?
No rules at all. I think you gotta. I'm all about placing people in a position to succeed. So what are they good at? Place them in that like position. My goal as a man, and everybody's relationship is different. We're not the blueprint. We're not that. Your relationship is your relationship. This is just my advice.
Okay.
For me, the way I do things is how can I make Olivia be the best Olivia? How can I make Shanice be the best her? The
Okay.
only thing I want out of my relationship is to push them to their potential and for
Hmm.
all of them in together. I'm not
Okay.
trying to in a box. I'm not trying to make them something that they're not.
Right.
My you, if you're gonna be with a guy, just make sure you ask a question. Hey man, how do you exercise discipline on a daily basis?
Okay.
Do to show discipline on a daily basis. And if he doesn't, that's okay. Hey, what are you doing to build discipline?
Hmm.
The thing about this is without discipline, it won't work because it has to be purpose over pleasure.
Okay. Yeah.
It has to go. So it takes a strong leader because the right leader is going to like frame everything. It's up to
Hmm.
you to kind of frame everything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay, so that's what we discussed, and especially like the dynamic between the women. That's what I'm new to it. So how to keep your emotions in check, how to balance things like that, do the women, do y'all discuss between each other, like, okay, this is my time with him, or does Sean set that? Like, how does that pace go?
So again, that's that. I think you just have clear communication. This is one thing I will tell you, and I hope this principle helps. And I know you asked them, and I'm gonna let them answer. But where do you think anger comes from?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, I think emotions are hard to control, to be honest. So that's
It could be, but like most people get angry if you think about it when they're disappointed, and disappointment
okay.
comes from, like expectations.
Okay.
People get mad at somebody for cheating on them because they never expected them to do
Right. Okay.
it.
That's
They
where I'm going with this.
have expectations. So what am I saying? For you, you want to communicate and set clear expectations.
Okay.
Communicate boundaries,
Okay.
set the expectations. All right. And if you know the expectations and everybody knows about the expectations and it's communicated clearly, you can prevent yourself from being let down.
Okay.
Okay. And if you see it tracking towards that point, you just communicate, communicate, communicate.
Okay. And, typically the male does take the lead. So, I mean, that's something. I don't know. I follow tradition, but I also follow there's a new way we're in this world, right? And then a lot of these haters right now, y'all funny, bro. A lot of these haters don't get it because they don't follow tradition. They don't know that most of their spouses and their partners are cheating on them.
Oh, yeah.
But oh, sorry. And so when I notice, I talk to my male friends about this, they're like, "Dang, finally a female who understands." Like, isn't it like instinctive for a male to want to procreate and to want to be with multiple females? Like,
Yes. But
why do
not,
people get mad at that? I don't
I
get
don't, I don't think every guy deserves it personally.
that part. So, when there's males like you and strong females, they think you women are submissive, but really it takes a very strong woman to be able to handle this type of dynamic. Um, there's a lot of energy in the house, and to be able to balance all that is a very big deal. So, like, ladies, like, how do y'all balance it in your life? What do y'all have communication between each other of how the dynamic should go between you, or how? Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, we just communicate with each other. If there's certain boundaries between like me and Shanice, then we communicate that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's as we go, because sometimes we don't even know what the boundary is yet until it's kind
Okay.
of, oh, I don't really like this.
Yeah.
So, obviously, just being aware of the situation and then communicating the boundaries immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in regards to our dynamic, it's kind of like doing more at what you're good at, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, it
you
does.
know where your strengths are. You know what you have time to do, and then just come together to make sure that everything is done.
Okay, I got you. So, like, Sean, when arguments happen or anything in the house, or if it does, are you the moderator, or how does the pace go?
We don't argue. Like if we can communicate, like I would never be with somebody that feels the need to like act like a child. Like um, I've had a lot of failures in relationships, and I realized like don't even like put yourself in those type of situations. So like
Mm,
yelling, cussing, all of that stuff, like we don't do any of that. To be honest, like if we have an issue, we just literally talk like adults.
okay,
The only reason why people blow up on each other is because they don't confront things.
right.
But what you can confront, you can handle. And it may be irritating, but it prevents blow ups from happening. Like, for instance, if she does something that, if she just is spending a lot of time doing like her own thing, I will communicate very clearly, like, hey, I feel like you're kind of like on your own thing. I'm not telling you not to do your own thing, but
Right,
this is how I'm feeling. I'm not saying you're wrong, but this is just how I'm feeling. I'm just letting you know that.
right.
Because oftentimes people try to keep the peace and not say stuff, and then years later down the road, it's just like somebody's blowing up on you because you
Hmm.
shook the salt shaker one too many times, and now they're
Yeah,
pissed, right? So
yeah.
you can confront, you can handle.
Okay. So, last question going into it, with my king, I really appreciate him. And he is disciplined, like you mentioned before. He's very disciplined. He's into boxing, things like that. So I'm interested on how I can be more of a support. And, do I make a suggestion on the next female, or is that on him? What would you say?
Um, it depends on like your actual goals.
Okay.
You think they are? I just hearing from you, it seems like you get a lot of anxiety. Do you ever get anxiety?
All the time.
Yeah, so and that's not a bad thing. It's just a negative projection of the
Okay.
future. I
Yeah.
think personally comes from like the military because there's always like on edge, on edge, on edge. I don't know if this is, but it seems like you have a lot of anxiety. So for you and your particular personality, I think you guys should be very involved in the selection process together. One, so he feels empowered, and so two, you feel safe. Because the thing, I don't think you worry about other females or losing your man to another female. I just think you just like being involved in the process. It makes you feel empowered and
Yeah,
safe. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Okay, so yeah, and with that, how long you been dating your man?
We just started talking,
Yeah,
so I'm letting him know that I'm serious about this, though. Like,
yeah,
we've been talking for 2 months, but
yeah,
I'm older, okay? So I know what I want, and I'm here to date to marry, and he is as well. And
yeah,
I told him I am interested in this. I'm the one who brought it up, and he said, "Okay." Because he's Muslim actually, and that's
mm,
in their beliefs. So that's why I'm speaking on it, because we
yeah.
live in a modern world, but we practice traditions, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I think you'll learn to trust him in time, and with
Okay.
more, that anxiety will go. A lot of that anxiety will like just dissipate and go away. But yeah, you definitely want to like empower him. But I think for your particular situation, you should be involved. He should make the decision, but you should have like input.
Okay. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you so much. I'm sorry to do the Instagram thing. It's one of our dynamics. I don't do that part. But I appreciate y'all so much. Keep it up, family.
Yeah.
Y'all are amazing. Y'all are beautiful.
Peace.
All right, bye.
You wanna go?
Hello.
Ooh, hello. Am I connected?
Oh, yes, you're connected. I just sent you a video request.
No way. Turn me on. Let me. Wait. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Hey, I'm on here.
Hey, pretty
I
girl.
just. Yeah, the Jamaicans.
Before anything, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Crystal.
Hey,
I'm
Crystal.
from Jamaica. Yeah, I love to see my flags up in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a question. I really want to come on here and say one thing. Sean. Now, Olivia, you need a mind of your
Languages you
own.
speak.
Huh?
How many languages you speak?
English. We're just broken English.
Dang, you look like you make the best Caribbean jerk chicken.
I was gonna say something slick, but you compliment me. I'll say before next day. Where did Cece go? Shanice,
Yes.
I just want to say you are a baddie.
Thank you so much. I really
All the
appreciate
girls out there, they're waiting for you. That's really what I came on here to say. You a baddie. And you
it.
need to set free. You need to go. They're not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. The baddies are waiting on you. Not Sean. They're waiting
Listen,
on you.
listen. Crystal, girl. I have freedom to do whatever I want and what I
Wait, listen.
this is what I
He
want.
laid that manipulation stuff on you. He's not
No,
gonna play
this
here.
is
I'm
I,
letting you know you
not
have
no,
your
let me
freedom. Look, hold on. Read the comments. Do you guys ever read the
Crystal.
comments?
These people ain't got nothing to do with me.
Girl, they're keeping you trapped.
Okay, we're not gonna have this counseling session right now. You got any questions, Crystal?
Nah, he's manipulating your mind. That's really what I came on here to say. You need to be
No.
When you
free.
say I'm manipulating her mind, what am I manipulating her mind to do?
Y'all go in a circle every day, Sean. I'm not here to ask you the same question they ask you because you know the questions and you're tired of the question. I'm
So
tired of the
basically,
questions.
you don't have an
So
answer.
no,
Got it.
look. When they ask you a question, you always ask us back a question to avoid answering our questions. So I'm not on here to
I'm
ask
not
you
asking
questions
you.
because you
Actually,
don't.
you make,
Sit down. That don't work. You're
you
not
know,
gonna stand up and
no,
shine that little Superman tie and think I'm just gonna not talk.
okay, then you do that. Well, if that's what makes you sleep better at night.
Olivia, stop the laughing because you just gonna follow what he say because he's your brain. I just came on here to say
I can laugh when I want to because this is my show.
because he
So,
tells you
It's
to
a
laugh
that's
because you
my
don't
restaurant.
have a
show.
brain of your own.
And
He tell you to
when I'm
laugh
having
and you
fun,
laugh.
you
I'm just
know,
saying
I think
the
everything's
baddie
funny.
is not in the camera right now. She's the real baddie here. But y'all are cute
Olivia is
too.
beautiful.
Bye.
Don't try to downplay her.
She don't even know how to turn. Oh my god.
All right,
This is
next.
funny.
I just want to know what I'm manipulating how to do. I would love for somebody to answer that question.
That's what I'm saying.
TikTok, let me tell y'all something. What y'all not gonna do is try to downplay Queen Olivia. What? What is this?
The what?
Oh no, this looks cool.
Wait, let me see. Oh. Hey y'all. intermission. We're about to bring somebody on. It's going to be a very interesting conversation, so stay tuned for ratings. Okay, y'all. Libby's back. Okay, so we're gonna bring somebody on, and this is gonna be probably one of the most interesting conversations we're gonna have. Okay, so I'm just gonna build up that momentum for you guys here and some suspense, but you're gonna be like, what? And we're gonna be like, huh? I don't know how this conversation's gonna go, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be. Honestly, it's gonna be interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is funny. I feel like I've seen these people on YouTube, but I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen them on YouTube, but I'm not sure. So stick in here, guys. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Since you guys have always wanted me to ask, can I use the bathroom? Did you ask? No? No, you can't use the bathroom? We don't care. No, you can't go. Everyone's saying no. Everyone's like, no. No. Okay. BRB, I need to use the bathroom. Well, never mind. I'm not. I'm gonna wait for them to come back because I don't want to leave you guys. So, we're about to bring on somebody very interesting.
What happened to that last person? We didn't bring him on.
We are. I
Why
was
didn't
waiting
you?
for you guys.
Okay, that's my fault. Not completing cycles.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hello there.
Remember, procrastination is the arrogant assumption that we get a second chance. Okay.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Because we got to remember it's always late. So if there's a guest that we want to bring up, I appreciate you trying to make us wait, but we want to complete that cycle. Because some people it's late for them. On the East Coast it's midnight. Okay. So next time that's on me, I'll make sure that it's done before we leave. So I should make sure.
Yes, okay.
All right, baby. What's up, big dog?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going?
Another day, another dollar, man.
That understand that.
What's your name and where you from, brother?
My name is Dom. Some people know me as Asura. I'm from same place you're from, actually, St. Louis.
Oh, that's word. What school did you go to, man?
Eureka.
Eureka High. That's dope. What year you graduate?
09.
09, man. That's what's up, bro. You out there right by Nelly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
Okay.
question?
Well, I didn't really have too many questions, just more so wanted to come talk because I've been seeing a lot of you guys' videos lately, and somebody even tagged Olivia's page here to one of our videos suggesting that we go live with you. which was kind of funny that day that happened because later that day I saw you actually went live with somebody who I know very, very, very well. Um, my actual little sister, Shonda. Um, so it was just really funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
Shonda's a beast, man.
she is that she is. I really just wanted to come on here and talk about your non-monogamous relationship mostly, because a lot of people have questions about it. A lot of people, I've even seen people come and actually somebody posted one of your videos in our group today because we run a Facebook group. We have several platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. As Olivia said, she thinks she's seen us before. She's probably also seen my girlfriend on YouTube herself. She is Passion Jones. Some people may know who that is. Some people may not.
Thanks, man. All right. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty I think in the poly community it's a pretty like small circle, so pretty sure we get around.
Yeah, it gets around. I mean, but a lot of people was they were posting it because they were defending you because there was somebody who was on here with a monogamous mindset or whatever. And I understood where they were coming from, but I also understood the detractors because of a lot of the stuff I've been seeing about y'all. Um, and I kind of don't rock with myself, but it is what it is. I tell people do what's best for them.
Okay. Did you have a question, brother?
Like I said, I mostly wanted to come up and ask, like, realistically, not really about your relationship. I guess it's more so like, why when you are on these lives and stuff, and I see you can get kind of passionate with people, but it usually seems that you only do that with women. Like you kind of talk out the side of your neck, and I don't like that. Like I said, you kind of did it with my sister. I didn't like that shit when I saw it. To be honest with
Yeah.
you. Because it's really uncalled for. And I've also noticed though that it's only a trend that you do that with women. You never come at men in that same
Nah,
way.
I think that's only what gets clipped up. I think men personally are not as. It's easier to talk to men than it is to women. For me personally, like if we have a conversation, I feel like we can have a respectful conversation. We're not cutting each other off. We're not here shouting insults. We're not insulting each other's character. It's nothing like that. It's like you say your opinion, I say mine. The only thing that really gets me riled up is talking about business. That's it. And I personally think that people misunderstand my enthusiasm and my passion for my business and my goals as somehow like an attack. Because like pull up a clip of me attacking somebody, calling somebody a B word, calling somebody a H word, calling somebody out of their name, saying anything negative about anybody. Like you really can't. Now, do I get
Yeah, no,
passionate?
you don't hurl
Hold
insults.
on,
I can say
hold
that
on.
you don't hurl
Do I
insults.
get passion? Do I get enthusiasm? Do I be like, man, I'm gonna be super successful? Absolutely. I get fired up about my goals. If you guys saw how I get before my meetings or before I go into a big deal, you would think I'm crazy. Like I'm fired up. I'm like, yo, let's go, let's go. Like that's just me. When I talk about my goals, that's just me. Like that's the one thing talking business just gets me fired up. It's just like, bro, I can't even sleep. So I think that's it.
I mean, like I said, I you don't hurl insults. I'll agree with that. You do not hurl insults at people. Um, But you do, like I said, you get kind of overly aggressive at times. And I get passionate. I get being passionate about things because shit, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm the same way. I can get passionate about things, and anybody who knows me will tell you that's true. I've even been known to come off as rude before to the
Yeah,
public because of how passionate I can be.
yeah,
But it's just like with me, I keep that same energy with everybody. I don't care who it is, if it's a man, woman, child. If you coming at me in some kind of way, I got something to say back. I don't care. But like you said, you said you feel like with men you can be a bit more respectful and y'all can have a conversation. But my thing is I don't respect that if you ain't gonna rock like that with the men, you shouldn't talk to the women that way, even if y'all disagree.
when you say talk to women in what way? Like what way? Like have I
Like
like
for instance, like for instance, when you and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but for instance, when you were talking to my sister, you got really loud, you got up, you got boisterous about your business and thing, and almost tried to, in a way, diss her for what she's doing, saying, "Oh, you only made 6 million in 7 years. Damn, that's almost a million a year. That sounds pretty goddamn good to me." And most people in America can't say they doing that.
yeah, I agree.
But you was kind of talking like it was a negative. Like I
No,
said, that
I don't
you
I
don't
don't
see.
I don't think so. I mean I see why you say that. One thing I shouldn't like You got to give people something to clip up, okay? That's that. And if you
No,
talk,
look, yeah, you a smart man. Look, again, I don't mean to cut you off. You a smart man with your platform. I will say that because I already see what you're doing. I know it. I understand it. More power to you. If they don't see what's going on, then that's on they slow ass for
yeah,
continue to watching and sharing.
yeah,
But
but
I just like I said, I don't fuck with that. Like that's like
no, I think that there's been some guys that came on here, like one or two, that got me kind of like riled up. But it's only the only thing that gets me riled up is talking about my business. Like I'm very, very passionate about it. It's just like watching a sports, like football. Like if I'm watching the Super Bowl, bro, I'm amped. I'm turned up. And again, with most guys, most of the time we have pretty much a conversation. That's it. Like I don't know if you saw the whole conversation or if you just saw clips with
no. I
Sean.
saw the whole thing. I watched the whole thing because it started off real respectful between the two of y'all. You know, I saw the whole thing.
So then you know exactly what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying, like, because as I was saying, like, with the people that's even in the poly community, a lot of them are sharing a clip of your video and they're not having the context of things of why people come at you in certain ways. And I understand if somebody gonna come at me disrespectful, I get even going back at their ass disrespectful. But like I said, I've seen men come over here and literally disagree with you in the same way, and you do not get them that same kind of energy. And as you said, you can, as a man, you know, y'all had this kind of respect when y'all had these conversations. But as another man, I can't respect that when you don't talk to men that way.
Uh,
That kind of comes off like if I'm being honest and I don't have a better choice of words, like you a bitch.
okay, well that's your opinion.
Is that just my opinion, or is that the energy that you getting
Well,
that's going out there?
the thing about this, bro, I literally don't care what anybody else has to say about me. I care about what I have to say about me. I care about what I see when I look in the mirror. So
That's fine. Hey, as long as you proud of the man in the mirror at the end of the day, I get that. I get that. But just saying that kind of makes you look like a bitch to the public. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? That's
that's
all.
I know that I'm not.
Literally.
And being a businessman and things like that, public perception matters. Does
Mm,
it not? To a degree.
you know, because like at the end of the day, you can't. I don't know, man. I feel like if I was sitting here berating girls, telling them off, doing all type of crazy stuff, then like sure. But girls would get up here and be like, "Oh, you're a pedophile. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that." And I'm like, "Yo, seriously,
Yeah.
goodbye." Right?
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff is just kind of like ridiculous, right? And I feel like with guys, it's just not like that.
I
And
mean,
also,
I
and
oh go ahead. I'm trying to
also
cut you off. My bad. Go ahead.
I would like to say from the conversation I remembered with Shauna, or Shonda, that she was basically just trying to kind of disprove him a little bit in what she was saying. And I think that's why it was kind of like, the way that he was talking was kind of different than how he would be talking to a certain person like you,
Yeah.
right? It's because when she was talking, it was kind of just like trying to like prove this, prove that, prove that, prove that. And when you try to like go ahead and go at somebody with that, obviously you're kind of like in a way implying that you're not even real type stuff.
I mean, I like I said, I've watched. And I do get where you're coming from with that. She was coming from that angle. I know my sister very well. Like I said, this is literally my blood little sister. We grew up same house, same mom, same dad.
Mm.
She was in a sense trying to do that because she said she had been a viewer herself, watching and seeing things, and she didn't like the energy she was seeing, so she just like business person to business person. A lot of the shit you saying kind of don't sound like it makes sense. Just like
Yeah.
with me with the whole. Go
Did you
ahead.
see the part where she asked me a simple question to give a play, and I gave a very detailed play? Did you see that?
Yes, about the storage units and stuff. I watched the whole thing.
So, would you say, as a businessman yourself, that that was 100% legit? Yes or no?
I would say people can do that. Yes, I'm not saying they can't,
So,
but
so my thing is this: like, I did exactly what she said, and then, like, the thing with women sometimes it's like it's no logic, right? And then it just turns into like personal like attacks, and I'm just like, okay, well, you can attack me, you can say this, but at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here as a business guy. I've never asked anybody for a dime. I've never asked anybody literally for anything. All I try to do is give out information on friendships, relationships, and business, and people have something like to say about it. Like, what have we really done? We haven't asked anybody for a dime. You've never seen people like us call anybody out their name. Do I troll people sometimes? Absolutely. People get up here. Yesterday, some guy called me a pedophile. people just making up lies, people sending death threats, harassing our friends and family, calling all of the people in my past, calling my pops, making up lies to him, like making up lies to my brother. Like, you guys have no idea what we actually like go through. I think we keep ourselves very, very, very composed. I feel like you guys see our life through a straw, and it's easy to like sit up here and say that. I would just love to switch places with people and have them sit right here and see how they will react. I would
Oh,
love.
I thought you was gonna say switch places with me. I was gonna say no, you wouldn't. Trust me, all the ridicule we receive, nah.
No, I'm just talking about with the average
Yeah,
person.
no, I got you. I said I thought you were going to say that because I was gonna say, nah, I don't think you want to receive the ridicule that I
Yeah,
received from my
but you know
my
exactly,
relationship.
bro. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. It matters what you say about you. That's what matters at like the end of the day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's again, that's why I said, at the end of the day, it's about what the man in the mirror see, not what the public perception is. But I feel like in the lane of business that you are in, that public perception kind of does play a role in
Mm,
everything because you don't want to have the most negative. Even though being online, the negative aura about you or negative persona being out there, most people watch that, so it's gonna garner views anyway. And that's why I said I get it. I get where you coming from with that. I understand what you're doing. I honestly do. But having that kind of negative following in the long run ain't good. Like the public perception, a lot of times, with y'all, from what I've seen, is scammer. Like you said, they say pedophile or predator groomer because of the
yeah,
age
yeah,
difference, which
yeah, yeah.
kind of I
Bro,
kind of agree with that. It's not a good age difference, but it is what it is. She gonna date who she want and gonna learn if it's for her or not. But it rubs people the wrong way. And with you having this poly relationship, it rubs people the wrong way because it looks like you went to find somebody you could manipulate into being into what you wanted. That's why people have a problem when they speak negatively on your relationship. That's why they have a problem
here's
because
the
they look
only
at it as
here's the only problem with that. How is my
mhm.
original queen 29?
You said how was what?
My original queen 29.
No, not with Shanice. The relationship with
What
Olivia.
I
I
did,
understand that Shanice is your age. There's no problem there. She's
yeah,
fully consenting adult.
but make it okay. Make it make sense because Shanice is 29 and she was the original. So like she was the original. So if I'm being manipulative, why wouldn't I have like an 18-year-old as the original?
I mean, things change. You could have wanted somebody who you can mold better than you can mold Shanice.
Okay. But in 2 years, this isn't even going to be a conversation. When she's 22, 23 years old, this isn't going to be a conversation. When
I
she's
mean,
30,
it still would, but it only still would because again, you met her when she was a teenager,
this will not be a conversation. You know what they're going to be
and
talking
it
about?
will.
They're talking about all the communities that we uplifted. They're going to be talking about all the deals that we've done and all
If
the.
if you have uplifted communities, there will be a thing. But again, even people that have this positive life going
Well,
on, a lot of positive things they're doing. If they have a past as a groomer, people are going to
yeah.
remember that
With
past as a groomer and
yeah,
bring up that past as a groomer.
yeah. With
That's
all
not
due
going to be
respect.
forgotten. In the age of information, with everything being online, that's never going to be forgotten.
Yeah, with all due, that's an opinion, and have people just be saying stuff that's not true. I don't see anything wrong with two legal adults like dating. Like, there's way bigger age gaps than us. And
There is.
as far as us building up communities, you're gonna find out what I already know, right? And this is what gets me like actually passionate. Like, you guys can sit up here and try to be like, if you do this, and if you do, you guys are gonna find out what we already know, and we're gonna do more for the community than anybody that's ever walked this planet. We're gonna empower a lot of people. We're gonna help a lot of people. You guys are gonna find out what I already know. That I promise you. Like, I promise you that is going to happen because that's my mission in life, to positively impact people.
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying, Sean, like, because you were saying like, consenting adults and everything like that, and that your original queen is 29, but you've gone on record, and again, there's video of you saying this, that you want young women. The only reason an older man would want young women is honestly to manipulate them into being the woman that they want them to be, and you
All
can
right. So what
mold
about
young
the
women.
what
Can't
about
mold an older one.
what about the fact that you don't want to date a woman? For me personally, I don't want to date a woman. I prefer not to date a woman with kids. What about the fact
There are
that?
women that are
What
30 years
about the
old that
fact
don't have
that?
kids.
What about the fact that you're right? It's just harder to find. What about the fact that I want somebody that I can do life with? Like, what? What? Why? Okay, so you mean to tell me any guy on this
What in
world,
life
if
can't
he
you
can,
do?
if he can have an absolutely beautiful woman, beautiful relationship, and he's doing his thing, he's doing his business. Business is the priority. You mean to tell me he's going to want to settle down with somebody that's 32, 33, 34 when she may be rushing to have kids, and maybe having kids at this exact moment might not be like the right time? You don't feel like that could like affect the relationship or put unnecessary strain on a relationship? You
That
don't feel
can
like
affect a relate. No, I'm trying to answer you. That
go ahead.
can affect a relationship if that man is with that woman. But again, there are women who are 32, 33, 34 that don't have children, that are waiting to
All
experience
right.
life with somebody else, that can go out and travel and do all these things. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
let me
it's
ask you.
really not anything that you can do with Olivia that you
You're
can't
right.
do with somebody that's
Let me
30.
ask you a question though. Are there more 21 to 24-year-old women without kids, or are there more 30, more women that are 30 years old and plus without kids? Which one would you say?
I'd have to go look up statistics, and I'm not going to give a
I'm just
false
asking
answer
you.
without
You
knowing.
just have to lean one way or another.
I mean, I'm as a person who's non-monogamous, who's had their fair share. I've seen it both sides from because I started being non-monogamous at an early age. So at the age of 18, in my experience, honestly, I've had the run through with several women who are 21, 24 who don't have kids, who are 30 plus who don't have kids. Honestly, regardless of there being there might be a smaller number of them. That doesn't mean that you won't experience them or encounter them in life.
Okay,
So
I
it's
got you.
not really
And
a
if
excuse
you
to
get
say
if you get with the woman that's 32 years old, um, if you get with a woman that's 32 years old, would you also agree that her best years are probably behind her?
no,
No, okay, I think so.
no. I don't. I honestly I don't believe it at all. Actually, a lot of the women who I've had the experience of knowing in my life, and again, I'm 32 this year. I just turned 32 this year.
You're a man. It's different. A
I
man at
no
50
no
is
no.
not the same thing as a woman
I'm
at 50.
no you
That's
again.
not
You ain't
true.
let me finish.
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying that I am 32 this year, and in my experience over these years, that I've met a lot of women who are in their upper 30s who are now living their best life now in their later years, or the
What's
years
your
that some people would consider later, even though it's really 30 isn't old.
okay?
I mean, you're 30 yourself. Would you consider yourself old?
I think a man and a woman are totally different. I think a guy's peak
We
starts at the age of 28 and goes to 35. That's his absolute, like, all around
nah,
physical peak.
man, it's 25 actually.
Okay, that's just my 2 cents. I think that if you take the average 32-year-old man versus the average 25-year-old man, and you like line up everything in their life, the 32-year-old man is generally going to be more attractive.
Finances, physical,
Finances, fitness, mindset.
emotional.
He's going to be ready to do stuff. I know when I was
I'll
20.
probably say financially, I would agree with that, but physically, no. Actually, the average 32-year-old man is definitely not going to be more physically in shape than a 25-year-old man.
I think all around, a 32-year-old will be more attractive to a woman that is actually looking for a family than a 25-year-old. That's just my 2 cents.
I would agree.
All around, yeah, she probably would because most of those men are more emotionally mature than a 25-year-old.
Yes,
But that's to my point. The same with women. If you're dating somebody that's younger, you're not dating an emotionally mature woman, so it's easier
I
for men to
disagree.
manipulate this woman.
I disagree because women actually go through puberty years before boys do. Everybody
They
knows that women mature way faster than men.
they
Everybody knows.
yes, they physically do mature. I'm not saying that they don't, but that physical maturity doesn't equal emotional maturity.
You don't. I personally think that women are way emotionally more intelligent than men. Do you disagree with that?
Intelligence and emotional maturity ain't the same thing.
What's the difference?
The
Because
difference is
I thought intelligence was the ability to solve problems that don't have a clear precedent, and I thought maturity was just being able to apply wisdom to overcome problems. Is that
okay.
not?
So if somebody's intelligent at the age of 18, does that mean that, or at the not 18? Let me say at the age of 16, because there are a lot of people who are young geniuses. Does that mean that they're now more mature than somebody who's 32 just because they are more intelligent?
No, but it does mean that they're more
Okay,
mature.
so
But
emotional
it does mean
intelligence and
that they're
maturity
more
aren't the same
mature
thing.
than people their age.
I'm sorry, repeat that. I didn't hear you.
It does mean that they're more mature than people their age, which is my point. Women at 18 are more mature than men at 18. I personally don't think most men grow up until they're in their late 20s. I think most women grow up at like literally like 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Really, honestly, most women pretty much know what they want and are super mature, I would say, by the time they're like 21, 22. Personally. Because I mean, look at college. Like women are like outdoing men. Like they're going, they're doing their thing. They're taking over like the industry. They're taking over jobs.
Black women especially, yes, they are. They are being the leaders in education and being entrepreneurs, starting businesses and everything. They are. That's a problem within our community in itself, and it's not really denoting of all people that are young or all people that are older. That's something for our community that we honestly need to deal with. I'll agree to that.
So let me ask you a question. You've been poly for a while. Do you feel
Yeah.
like women typically like older men or men the same age as them?
From my experience, women tend to date people around their age.
Okay. Or my experience has been like a little bit different. And I have a question for you. If Olivia is 20 years old and she wants to build a family, how many 20-year-old men do you think are trying to build a family and are capable of building a family at 20 years old? What percent?
There's a
What
few.
percentage are?
If I had to give a percentage out of 100, I'd probably say about 15 to 20% of them.
All right.
Realistically,
And what percentage of 29-year-olds or 30-year-olds would you say of men are able and ready to build a family? Would you say it's higher or lower than the 15 or
I
20%?
would say it's higher, but at the same
Okay.
time, you have to
Okay.
factor in what are these young women actually capable of building this family? Because again, just being able to make a baby don't make you capable of having a family. I mean, it makes you capable, but it doesn't make it okay for you to have a family. Are you truly ready for those responsibilities? They're
Yeah.
not. They have
I
to. There's
personally, I
people that
personally,
age are still learning so much about themselves. I
I
am not the
agree.
same man I was
So
10,
what should
12
Olivia
years
do?
ago.
So what should
And I'm
Olivia do?
sure
Oh, what should she do? Go around messing with 21-year-olds that just want to have a good time and just that's it? Like, what is she supposed to do? Or
I
wait
think
until
she's
she's
supposed to try to
25?
find
What
her.
is she supposed to do?
I think she's supposed to try to find herself, and in the meantime, if she does come across someone her age and starts to date them and
So
chooses to have fun with them, then
what
that's
do you
something that they can do. But if she
right?
wants to settle down with somebody serious, because I know a lot of people, for instance, my two partners, right? They met each other when they were 18, 19. And guess what? They've been
Mhm.
together ever since. They never broken up, ain't been no cheating scandals, none of that. So
Yeah,
it's not improbable or impossible for her to find somebody her age that's serious about having a family.
yeah. I'm with you. So my thing is this. This is my whole thing. And there's every situation out there, different strokes, different folks. The thing about Olivia is like you said it yourself. People just kind of want to have fun, and you said she should discover herself. So you wouldn't say she's discovered herself if she has a multi six figure business at 20 years old. That's not somebody that's discovered themselves. She has the
She
maturity.
found out when she found her lane financially, don't mean she found the rest of herself.
All right.
And
Okay.
it's good that it's good that she has that. Honestly, because that's something she can always fall back on. She ain't never got to be dependent on nobody else. That's great. Honestly, kudos to her for that. Honestly, and there's no shade in me saying that. None of that. Straight kudos to you for that, because a lot of young people can't say that they have that, and I will be honest about that. That
Would
includes
you,
those men that we're talking
would you
about.
say
A lot of
that
those men don't have it.
as a business owner, would you say that it takes a certain level of discipline and emotional maturity to build a successful business? Yes or no?
It does take a level of that, but
So
when you're an
able,
entrepreneur, it's still a
able
learning
to
game
do
also.
that, if she's able to do that, which 95% of people on the planet can't do that, wouldn't you say that she's more mature than the typical 20-year-old? And again, are we forgetting that my other queen is 29?
No. I'm not. That's why I said. That's why I already said that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you and Shanice being together, because nobody can say anything about that.
Nothing
Y'all
wrong
are
with me and
literally
Olivia
the
being together.
same age.
But there's
Um,
nothing wrong with me and Olivia being together either.
Again, the public gonna keep looking at it wrong because again, you started talking to her when she was a
But
teenager.
the public's opinion doesn't like I'm not gonna say it doesn't mean anything, but it
You,
doesn't mean anything. What does
but
that
you
mean?
think that, but you don't think that that's morally kind of wrong to be talking to a teenager and you're
Tell me,
10 years older than them?
tell me what is wrong with literally partnering with somebody that is a multi six figure business owner and is smart, intelligent, and beautiful and is of perfectly legal age. Tell me what is morally wrong about that.
She's a teenager, or was. She's no longer one.
All right, so
She
what does
was a
that
teenager.
have to do? Okay, let me ask you a question. Are there teenagers that graduate college every day?
No.
No, there's not.
There's not there. No, and the reason I say no to that is because most people graduate college when they're in their early 20s. So
Dude, there's
no,
teenagers that literally graduate college at the age of
I,
19.
I I I know there are some that do. I said most teenagers don't.
All right.
I mean,
So
most people don't graduate unless they're in their early 20s.
would you say that somebody that can graduate college at the age of 19 is exceptional and different from their regular peers?
I would say she had her mind on straight when it came to school and when it comes to her business, clearly, or she wouldn't be financially
So
where
if
she is.
why can't we
But that does not make
so
it
why
still
can't we
morally okay for a man who's about to be entering his 30s to be romantically involved with her.
so why can't we why is that? Like tell me what is actually like wrong about that. Like I really want to know.
What's wrong about that is when she was in kindergarten, as she said out her own mouth, you was voting for Obama. You don't find that weird? And again, this was said by y'all. This isn't some narrative that somebody ran with. This was a literal thing that y'all have said.
That's literally not even true. That's what somebody else said.
No, that she said. Sean, I saw the clip. It came out of her mouth. They asked you specifically. You said I was voting for him. She said she leaned over and said I was in
All right, so
kindergarten.
we're
I
gonna do
saw it.
simple. We're gonna do simple math. Um,
I know it does. It sounded dumb to me too
so
because the math
2000.
wasn't matching.
Hold on. When Obama got elected, I was in ninth grade.
I know. I know when
So
Obama
how
got
can I
elected
vote?
because I was able to vote for him.
So how can I vote for him if I'm in ninth grade?
You you could vote for. You do know he did more than one term, right?
Exactly my point. So
So you were able to vote for him and when
hold on,
the second
hold on,
term. That don't mean you
hold on,
like.
hold on. When I was 18, Olivia was 9. So she was not in kindergarten. She's in fourth grade.
Like I said, that math. You're right. That math ain't mathing. But if I'm going off of what y'all said, you can't then say that I'm wrong about something that came out of y'all mouths.
Gotcha. That never came out of my mouth. So with
I
that,
Sean, if you want, I can send you the clip after this,
you
brother.
can send me
It's
the clip, but
recorded.
you're gonna find out what I already know. Kane said that I was the same thing. I was doing the same thing in kindergarten, just like Olivia. That's where the clip came from. I never said she was in kindergarten. So with that being said, tell me what's morally wrong about two legal adults dating. She's about to be 21. Because in literally 2 years, this won't be a conversation. When she's 23, there's nothing wrong with a 23-year-old dating a 32-year-old.
I would still say that what do y'all realistically have in common with those age differences?
Olivia, what
But
do we
hold on, before you bring up business, but outside of the fact that she's a businesswoman and you're a businessman, what realistically would y'all have in common?
Well, the fact that we're on the same path to developing ourselves in every aspect, emotionally, financially, physically, we have so much to talk about. What are your goals for the gym, my king? What are your targets for today, my king, when it comes to business? What are the things that you're looking forward to doing in the next 6 months?
see? Yeah, and here's the thing that you guys, Doc, it's just like people don't understand. Everybody is where they're at in life because of their habits. When
They
people
are.
when people start acting like a millionaire, that's when they're gonna be a millionaire. When people start acting like a successful person, that's when they're gonna be successful. Everybody is at where they're at because of their choices and their habits. Mm-hmm. And her habits are aligned with my habits. Therefore, we succeed together. Her age does not mean nothing. She's a legal adult. I think that people try to say, "Hey, when I was 19, I was talking about prom and I was doing this and I was working a minimum wage job. Therefore, somebody else that's a teenager must have that same mindset. Bro, she's a totally different person. Like her
And anybody who thinks that way is I'm gonna agree with you. They're wrong because it's different strokes for different folks. Nobody walks the same path. So she's fortunate to not have had gone through what majority of other teenagers her age would have had to do. I will say that, yes. But that still doesn't make it morally okay to the man, again, who's about to be entering at the time, who was about to be entering his 30s, to look at a teenager that he's, you know, came across on LinkedIn. And
when
again, I
you
know you said your team actually kind of set that up. I
when
get
you
that.
say morally right, like morally right to like who?
I knew you were going to say that because different people have different morals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very much true. But come on, man. 10 year difference. Honestly, I'll say this: a 10 year difference wouldn't be that bad if she were like 23, 25, and y'all had that 10 year difference. But with the fact that she's fresh out of high school and y'all got that difference, that's why people say you're
We
grooming
weren't.
her, and it looks
The
like you
thing is
were
this.
manipulating her.
But the thing is this: we were not dating when she was
No, no,
fresh out.
I know y'all weren't dating. I know, like I said, I know about the whole LinkedIn thing with your team. They found her. Y'all were, friends for a year before you actually met or whatever. I know that. Again, I didn't come up here going off of just clips. I sat and watched because I like to objectively look at things before I say something. You know,
Good. Hmm.
so, but even still, does that not typically sound like the behavior of a groomer? Oh,
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna talk
I'm,
to her and be friends
this is
with her until
what I'm saying.
she's of age for me to legally be with her, because then nobody can say nothing.
This is what I'm gonna say. In the poly community, I get it, man. You guys want to protect Olivia. You guys want to make sure Shanice is good. I appreciate it. One thing, and I'm not judging anybody, but the thing I noticed about a lot of poly people is that most of these people being on the lonely friends, OF, right? And they be into like the sex work, right? The X work or whatever you want to like call it. And I can see if I'm like, she's a cam girl or she got OF or she's out here doing this. Bro, she's running a legitimate business. Now, if she was on camera taking off her clothes and doing all that type of stuff, I can see why people would be so upset. But most of these people in poly are doing stuff that I think personally is morally wrong. I'm not here to judge anybody, but I personally am going to be very excited to be like, Olivia, you made it. You became a millionaire and you never have to take off your clothes. Listen, get your money however you got to get your money. But one thing you're never going to be able to say about Olivia, she never had to take
Mm-mm.
off her clothes, and she's going to be able to step in any room and be taken serious by millionaires and by billionaires because
I
she did it
mean, there are
because
women
she
who
did it
take off
the
their clothes that's taken serious, so
She did
that's
it the
not
right way. Most of these people who are
that's not
judging
the wrong way.
little poly people, every time you go to them, you see everything about them on the internet. And for $15, you can see every single nook and cranny inside of them.
Hmm.
And they want to sit up here and be like, we're morally wrong. Now, if I was sitting up here telling her to do that, I can totally see why it would be outraged. But it's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. You guys can It's very hard for you to find an image of either one of my queens that's like super like out there or like, ooh,
I mean,
crazy.
that's fine. I know you're only bringing this up because my partner does,
I didn't
has an OF.
I didn't know who you were
That
who you
doesn't
were
bother me.
today. I didn't know who you
But
were to today. I'm literally
but Sean, no, I didn't say that you knew us prior to today. I'm not suggesting that, but I also know that you're a smart man, and when people come up here, I watch you. You be on your iPad. You do go do your research on
I
people. I
promise
know you do that. Um,
sitting here looking at you, man. Like I promise you, I didn't, bro. And for me, it's no judgment. My thing is just like, hey, that's just not what I want. I don't want my name attacked. I don't want to make my money from taking
and that
clothes.
honestly, there's nothing wrong with you not wanting to be attached to that. People are into different things, but I'm also going to say that I'm not going to shame somebody because they got their money that way, because it's, you know what, it's a lot of millionaires running around right now from doing that have more money than either of us will probably ever have, because it's a business that's never going to stop.
There's nobody. No, that's cat. There's no. I will never do. There is no way
Nobody.
that there a OF or somebody that's in the X industry is going to like literally have more potential than me. I just
I
refuse
didn't
to.
say potential, Sean. I said they have more than either of us have right now, and
Yeah,
because
right
there
now.
are.
Sure, I was sleeping in
That's
my
what
car.
I said. I didn't say they have more potential.
I was sleeping in my car 3 years ago. Listen, this is the way I.
I know that.
This is the way I look, and this is what I was trying to tell Sandra. Dude, you have accomplished great things, but for me, I don't feel like somebody is better than me because they further along in my journey. Because I can't wait to see where I'm at in year 7.
She didn't feel like she was better than you either.
I don't know.
I know my sister.
She was kind of trying to
No,
defend.
my sister was upset because you was trying to flex on other people, and as a legitimate businesswoman herself, she wanted to come up and talk to you.
Hold on. To anybody watching, I never want to flex on you guys. The only thing I want to do
Sean,
is hold on. My only thing is
go
tell
ahead.
you, hey man, I was worse than you guys. I started from the bottom of the bottom, regardless of what anybody says. And if I can achieve this little bit of success in this short amount of time, you guys can do it as well. That's the only thing. I don't think I'm better than
And
nobody. I say it all the time. I'm funny looking. I'm average height. I look like a snapping turtle. I'm not that smart. I'm not that
that's
charismatic.
funny that you say that.
If you guys are watching this, if I can succeed, I promise you, you can, because you guys are probably more. You guys are more attractive, more fly, more charismatic, smarter
It's
than me.
funny you say that. I got one of those right here.
1,000%.
I got one of those right here. It's funny that you say that. But
That's like my twin
but
right
I have three of these. But no, everybody understands your story is inspirational.
there.
Coming from sleeping in your car to being able to financially be set and take care of yourself is a great thing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Shit, Lashonda, we started humble beginnings. Let me tell you.
Yep.
You know, we come from St. Louis. We come from the west side of St. Louis. Ain't shit in St. Louis.
It's crazy. People will never understand how St. Louis is, man. It's wild.
When I met my partners, I told them when I went to their hometown first time, NYC, I want to go to the trenches because that's where I feel comfortable because that's what I grew up around.
Mm-hmm.
So we come from that. I understand that. That's inspirational. That's always great to inspire people in that way. But a lot of times it come off as you trying to flex on people because again, you get loud, you get boisterous with them, so it don't look nothing like but that. Oh, I'm trying to flex on you. That's how that look.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they come off.
Yeah, they said the same thing about Ali, man, and then he went down as the greatest. So
I mean, I get it. But it wouldn't be false to say he was boisterous and he was flexing on people, would it not?
yeah, I mean, but they didn't know how hard he worked. These people don't know how hard I work. I work super hard. They don't know. They don't know the things that I've been through, the adversity that I overcome. Right? But I'm not here to talk about all that. The only thing I want to do is inspire people. I feel like people's negative projections onto me is really a reflection of how they see themselves. To be
A
honest
lot
with
of it is. A lot
you,
of it is.
that is.
I won't disagree with that because like I said, we get a lot of hate every day, and a lot of it's hatred from being jealous that they can't do what other people are doing. A lot of it's people projecting their own insecurities onto us. Oh, I would never be with two men. I can't see that. Hell, you hear a lot of times we get comments about stupid shit like, oh, she has to have some type of disease or BV or anything like that. And it's like, no, we're very clean. So I don't know why you would assume that unless that's you running around with it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that a lot of people project their insecurities on the others, but a lot of times there is also very valid criticism that people give out too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at times it comes off like you can't take some of that criticism.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tell everybody, man. Sean Adams, vote for me for president 2028. I'm gonna be one of the most famous and powerful and controversial billionaires on this planet, and I'm gonna do more for my community than most people could ever dream of. All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna tell y'all gonna find out what I already know, and I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna do big things in the world, and I'm gonna do it with my family. We're gonna do it. We're gonna inspire a whole generation, man. We're gonna help so many people, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much, dude. It was so good talking to you. Let's connect, brother. You got a business?
We have several platforms. We are You Probably Ain't Ready on IG, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We run a Facebook group for non-monogamous people because a lot of people are ostracized. Speaking on that, now that I brought that up, with you guys, because I know a lot of times you say that you're polygamous, not polyamorous, as a lot of people try to say, but technically you would be considered polyamorous because, and hear me out on this, because you aren't married to either of them yet. They're not your spouses. They're your girlfriends right now.
Yep.
You're in a polyamorous V, which
Mm-hmm.
means that these are two people being monogamous to you and you're polyamorous.
Yeah, specifically polygyny, though.
Yeah, again, but it wouldn't be polygyny yet until they're your spouses because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But yeah, we have a lot of businesses. Everybody check that out if you want
Yeah.
to.
I'll be honest, man. I've never been jealous before, but I'm jealous of the name. You probably ain't ready, bro. That's genius. Who came up with that? Did you come up with that?
Nope, Passion actually came up with that.
That's crazy, man. Love it.
Yeah,
All
Passion
right.
came
Well,
up
I
with that.
appreciate
And you were saying to that young lady earlier that something about she wouldn't be able to find two men and get her pregnant and stuff. I'm in a relationship right now. It's two men, I'm one woman. I'm one of the men, and she's pregnant with my baby.
Yeah. Interesting, man. If that works for you,
So
I think it's
it
very
worked.
rare. What you do is rarer than what we do. Would you agree with that?
You said what I do isn't what?
It's more rare than what we do. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would say that polygyny is far more common than a polyamorous relationship with two men and one woman. Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, brother. Congrats.
Oh, now
And
they
by the way,
talking.
that lady was a troll.
Oh, I look. I know that one chick was a troll.
Yeah.
You gon'
She
you
was,
gonna get trolls. It's gonna happen. Like I said, I deal with them daily
yeah.
on our
I,
account.
I got a question for you, man. What
Hmm.
made you want to be in a relationship with one woman and another guy? Like, is that a poly B situation or is that like a?
No, it's not a V. We're all polyamorous in a triad because I'm bisexual.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense. That makes sense on why that worked.
Yeah, I mean, but there are V's such as yours where it's two men and one woman. There are a lot of there are a lot of men who are okay with their female partner having other male partners. They don't limit who other people can love basically.
Yeah. I think they say that, man, because honestly, to be honest with you, I feel like people be scared to get a divorce and they just do that to appease her so that they don't
I
lose a
mean,
lot.
some people that's true. Some people try to do it to keep their partner happy, and then it
Never
still
work.
ends
It,
up not working.
it,
But a lot of the people that I know in the community, or a lot of people who I even don't know in the community, and I just see they're happily in multiple relationships with multiple men, and neither of the men are upset or have a problem, and it works.
yeah.
It just all goes back to emotional maturity, honestly, and being able to navigate those feelings such as jealousy, because people think being poly absolves you of jealousy, and it really doesn't. It's
Yeah.
just a feeling that you just learn to deal with and learn to tackle and don't act on it in negative ways, basically.
Yep. No, 1000%. Well, I appreciate you being on, man. Tell Chandra I said what up. Tell her I'm coming for her too. I
I
may just
will. She actually just texted me a second ago.
year, I'm in year 3. Don't let the turtle win the race. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, they call it the turtle. Don't let the
Let me
turtle win
put this turtle back where he belongs.
the race.
But
All
nice
right.
chat.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Sorry.
Hi.
Um. Actually, let me find my other phone. I had questions for you guys. How are y'all?
Outstanding. How are
How are you?
you? What's your
I
name?
like
Where you
your hair.
from?
I like your bun.
My name is Alyssa. I'm from Florida.
Low rider.
Yes. Yes. Um. Hold on. Let me get the questions. So Olivia, these are mainly for you because I noticed a lot of people, feel like they come on here and they kind of talk to like Sean and Shanice more than you. Um. So my first question is, it's about your business. How much has it
Whoa, whoa,
grown and
whoa,
like
whoa, 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 whoa. It's about her what?
her business?
Her what?
Her business?
Oh, no, 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 no. That's not how we say it over here. It's called a business. A business.
A business. Okay, okay. So how much has it grown and like in what areas?
Yeah, so my business has grown in the area of like building my team and the leadership aspect of it. So now I'm like actively growing my team. And yeah, I would also say when it comes to just sales training as well as just like marketing too. So it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, okay. How do you draw your clientele?
So I actually draw my clientele through referrals. I also go ahead and do organic marketing when it comes to everything. So yeah, that's how I get my clients.
Okay, okay. My next question is you were mentored by Miss Shirley Liu, right?
Correct?
Do you guys still work together or?
Yeah, she's still my mentor. We're not in the same office per se, but when I left McLean, which is where she is, where she works out of, which is in the DC area, DMV area. I went back here, but I still have close contact with her, come to meetings, all of that good stuff.
Okay. What all did you learn from her, and like how does that kind of like impact your business now?
Yeah, that's actually so funny that you said that because I actually just created a video of me working with her. But what she taught me is a lot about like wealth creation, wealth building, about protection when it comes to people's assets and people's wealth. Because it's like Robert Kiyosaki says. He says that it's not about how much money you make; it's about how much you keep. That's like keep in, cash flow, keep running, or whatever that it is. Just making sure you're protecting your assets. So she taught me a lot about that, and also how, like he said, wealthy people do not, for the most part, put their money in places where they lose. Right? That's what the middle class or the lower middle class, they like put their money in stocks and all this stuff without actually having like the wealth first. So or like having that basic foundation. So that's what she taught me about how to deal with clients, customer service, marketing, all of that. Really.
Okay. You had a business partner, Lily Ford, correct? Whenever you had started?
Yeah, I did.
Do you guys are you guys still partners, or what happened with that?
So we're friends, but she actually, while we were working with Shirley, she actually was still in school. She was taking a gap year to work with Shirley, and she went to a school in like New York. She was like being a fashion major. So after that, she just realized that she wanted to go ahead and like try the fashion aspect of kind of using her degree to go ahead and like go into the fashion world and seeing that. But yeah, that's basically where it went.
Okay. My next question is because I did take a look at your website, and it looks more like that you're kind of trying to like appeal to millennials rather than, your own generation. Why is that?
Yeah, I think it's because I want to give people the stepping stones to actually be in a good position. So I am actually working on and need to do a better job at going ahead and like making more content so people can have that basic financial education and knowledge so that they can go ahead and actually develop their finances, whether that's their income, their credit, all of that stuff, so that we can actually work with building wealth. Because a lot of people come to me and they don't even have the basic building blocks, like having a consistent stream of income or having like good credit or something like that, but they want to go ahead and build wealth. I'm like, no, you need the basic building blocks of having income, having a good amount of, maybe savings or a good amount of capital to go ahead and actually build wealth. Like we can't just start from $0. So I need to do that's kind of where I am going with starting with content, kind of getting people to build up with the free content and then working with me when they actually have the foundation.
Right. But like, why? I mean, like, well, like, why is it focused more towards like the millennials rather than like the younger people? Because typically,
About life insurance.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. It cut out for a second.
How many 19 and 20-year-olds are trying to buy life insurance?
I think, and obviously not a lot, but I think there are more now doing that than there were before.
If
But
you're
we
going
can
to
move.
do a business, you got to make sure people actually want it. Listen, if I want to sell minivans, am I going to go try to sell minivans to guys that are 21, 22, 23, and 24, and 25 with no kids? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to go sell to dads that have kids that are older.
Yeah.
I'm not selling a minivan to somebody that's 21 years old. Unfortunately, in our community, people think that life insurance and all that stuff is not that important.
Mm-hmm.
They get older until they start thinking about a family. So why would she sit there and try to force something? Does she try to educate them? Yes. Yeah, there's plenty of people here. There's plenty of like people her age here. They can all get educated about it, but we're not going to try to like force them to like do that if that's not what they want.
Yeah, you have to market to actually help. Like that's the part of a business.
And that's the number one reason why people be like businesses be failing because they try so hard to tell the market what to do instead of figuring out what the market needs and wants and just giving it to them. That's it.
Okay.
try to be right instead of literally the market's right. The market's always going to be right, not you.
Oh, I think it froze.
People need to learn. People need to learn to be humble and listen to the market instead of themselves.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there has to be a demand for something to actually for a business to be profitable. So I just go where the demand is, and actually, a lot of millennials do want to have that type of education.
Okay. Out of curiosity, since your business is, it is still growing and stuff, how's the your market reach looking?
What do you mean by market reach?
Like how many, like kind of like the amount of people your business can attract and turn them into clients.
That's a good point. Do a shout out, babe. We got 18,000 people watching.
Yeah, so I mostly help when it comes to millennial women. So if you need, life insurance protection, you need help with your credit, income, whatever that is, go ahead and just in the link of my bio, you can actually fill it out.
What's your transformation, babe?
Transformation.
Who do you help? Millennial women. Who do you help? What do you help them do?
Millennial women, I help them plan for financial freedom in under 90 days.
Okay.
You want to get, listen, if all the millennial women out there want to get on the path to financial freedom in the next 90 days, go to Olivia Appleberry. Some of y'all know her as Apple Booty. Go to her profile and hit that link. All right, all the millennial women out there, you trying to get a plan for financial freedom in the next 90 days, go hit the link. Hit that link. Hit that link. All right? Wealth building baddies, you understand? If you're trying to become a wealth building baddie, get on the road to financial freedom. Millennial women out there, go hit that link. Don't think, hit the link. Go hit that link.
Okay. So the next question.
Hit the link.
So the next question. So, as like somebody with a growing business, like do you have like team members like that work with you, assistants, or is it like all just on you?
No, I have a team of like actual producers, as well as I actually just brought on a assistant today. So I don't need that many assistants, but I'm starting with this one right now.
Okay. So let's see, because I have a whole list of questions.
What business do you have?
Huh?
What business do you have?
Oh no, I'm not a business owner.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm a housewife. So Shanice, I actually
You want to change that? You want to become a business owner?
I plan on it.
Good.
Yeah. So
Go hit
Shanice,
the link.
I will. Shanice, I also have a couple questions for you.
Yes.
So being the oldest woman within this dynamic, how have you kind of like helped impact Olivia? Like what advice have you given her within life and all of that stuff?
Well, I'm always here for Olivia, so if she needs anything, I'll be here.
Okay. And Olivia, what do you think that the most like impactful advice that Olivia has or that Shanice has given to you was?
I think honestly, it's just the best thing you can do for somebody. Just be there, be somebody that listens, honestly, and has feedback. I think that's very valuable within itself.
Okay. So let me see. So, about how many clients do you have, Olivia?
I would say I have.
Are you in Poly Clowns?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Do you know what polyclons is?
I've seen all the clips and stuff, but.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
If you don't run a business, I'm just curious why you're like curious about all this.
Because I do want to start one eventually.
What kind of business you want to start?
I want to start something. Kind of thinking something that has to do with babies and like toddlers and stuff because I am a mother. So I want to start a business that sells baby stuff that's affordable because like if you go into a store that's for babies, everything is so expensive. And like being a mother myself, I understand that people struggle.
Okay. Got you. So like baby products?
Yeah, clothes, food, toys, all that stuff.
Gotcha. You look very young. How young are you?
I'm 20.
Amazing. I love it.
So you're 20 and married with a kid?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So actually, I also wanted to ask. I was watching, because I've been watching you guys for I'd say maybe 2-ish weeks now. So Shanice, I did hear you say on one of your lives, or like one of you guys' lives, about with 7 queens that would be 7 incomes. So why is it like so everybody work willingly, or like do you guys have to, or like kind of how is that like?
I don't think this is a have to kind of thing. In my mind, or how this dynamic works is my love will push us to our highest potential to the point where we do not have to work. Like we are self sufficient. So if like having someone that has it all and then still stays, you like actually know that they want to be there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get on here and they're just like, okay, well, where's the paperwork? What about the prenup? All this other stuff for security. He wants us to be secure and then like grow together. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Here's exactly what it is. So 7 incomes. I pay all the bills. I'm always gonna pay all the bills, right? That's how it's gonna be. So with that being said, what I like to see is us, me and my queens, invest together into like investments, and the investments pretty much give us freedom. That's the name of the game, and you keep leveling up.
Okay.
Our goal is to not have to buy anything out of earned income. Our goal is to buy things out of passive income. And you buy things out of passive income by investing money. You get $100,000, you put it somewhere. You buy a business or you buy some real estate or whatever you may do, right? Just get some money, put it somewhere, and you just get a drip. Maybe for me, I don't want to get rich quick. If I can take $100,000 and put it into something that pays me $6,000 a month for the rest of my life, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, so Olivia, I'm so sorry. Back to the client question. Because I kind of want to get like a realistic idea. You've had your business how long now?
Yeah, so I started my business in 2021.
Okay, so for about 2 years. So how many clients have you gained?
Yeah, so I've helped over like 100 clients. I have to really get those actual numbers, but definitely over 100 clients.
Okay. Let me see. Um, let's see what my next question is going to be. Okay, so I know that you guys have also spoke about eventually maybe having children one day, figuring that out as you go along, which I understand that you're never prepared to be a parent, no matter how much you think you will. So I get that. So will your queens like be expected to work while they're like pregnant, or do you just want them to stay off
Absolutely
their
not.
feet?
That absolutely not. That absolutely literally like just upsets me so much. It breaks my heart when I see like a pregnant, especially when it's like a. I'm not looking down upon anybody, but that literally is something that almost brings me to tears. When I go to a restaurant and I see a pregnant waitress, I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, you have to do all this and be on your feet and do all this for $12, $15, $20 an hour, whatever you make. That is insane. So no, if they want to work, sure they can do that, but I would prefer no. No. I do not want my freaking pregnant queen out there in the world. I think that is so shameful and it breaks my heart. It's like crazy. Like I don't even know how a guy can look at himself. Right? If that's what you have to do. Cool, you have to do it. But like, man, I just don't get that. Like, bro, you got 9 months to prepare. You can't take 5, 6, 7. I'm talking about when the belly's way out there. 5, 6, 7 months you can't replace $20 an hour, man. I think that's disgusting. I think it's despicable.
Okay.
Absolutely despicable.
All right. So also, I know that you'd also mentioned before that when it comes to being children, like mothers and fathers, you don't feel like necessarily have the same role. So how do you kind of think that you're gonna, I guess, be there like emotionally, not necessarily for the kids, but but your partners as well, like all of them. If multiple have children within the same time frame, because the hormones and stuff postpartum can get crazy. Like, how do you expect to, be there emotionally for multiple?
Communicate.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I have a couple more questions. I'm gonna let
And
you.
honestly, I feel like a lot of that stuff can be offset with like proper nutrition and proper like diet and like routine person.
All right. So, oh, sorry. Olivia, I did see, I guess, a lot of stuff going around about the Aaliyah and R. Kelly, I guess, comment. What possessed you to say that?
It was just me trolling, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's just really troll back, and we don't mean any of the most of the stuff that we say that is like some of you guys have a problem with. It's like not even real.
Okay. So Sean, so I remember that whole live. Everybody was kind of accusing you of being like a groomer, and you had said like grooming for greatness. Were you just like saying that as in just like to
Dude,
like
what am I
kind
grooming?
of a hole?
Listen. What am I grooming Olivia to do?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like, were you just saying that just kind of like just be an a-hole to the people who
No,
were saying
like,
that?
what am I grooming her to do? If I sit up here and was like, Olivia, you're gonna get into OF, and there's nothing wrong with OF if that's what somebody wants to do, but you guys are making it seem like I'm making them do OF or going into like X work or anything like that, and it's nothing like that.
Okay.
Like she's in the military. She runs a legitimate business. Like you can't even find a racy photo of Olivia online. The only thing you're gonna see about them is them in a bikini. You're not gonna see them bending over, putting up the middle finger, tongue out, doing this, doing that. They're not doing any of that. Everything they do is classy. So what am I grooming them to do?
Right. Yeah, no. I was just that's what was like when you had said grooming for. That's what I was saying. Like, was it just kind of like in a sarcastic manner as like a rebuttal to what they were saying? Because they're saying these things just to say it. That's all. We can move on to the next question. So this is my last question. How do you guys all feel about your ex-wife still keeping your last name? Like, did that make you like irritated?
Listen, with all due respect, I'm not here to talk about anybody that's not in like my relationship. That has nothing to do with like us. Why? Like, why did what does that? What information does that have to do with like you?
Oh no, that I was just genuinely curious about that because like being married myself,
But
like
like here, like
previous.
the thing is like that is somebody that's not in our relationship. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, so then like that's just that. It doesn't matter. Like, and to be honest with you, like we prefer that you guys ask us questions about like us, not somebody we dated in middle school and somebody. Oh, hey man, one time he was in third grade. Like, listen, man, like just stop.
All right, all right. So I know it's like very controversial.
No. You're out of questions. All right, so
Okay.
all right, I
Well, y'all
appreciate you
have
being.
a good night.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hi,
Hmm?
Hey.
You say
how
hi.
are
I
you?
just sent you a video request.
Okay, yeah, sweet. Oops, there's so much stuff around me. Hello,
What's
guys.
your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Jamila. I'm from the DMV area.
Hmm.
Hello. Some questions. Um, so first of all, I just wanted to address the bathroom situation. So yesterday I watched a clip that, is it okay if I do? Oh, no, Sean is making a face, so.
Yo, with all due respect, like, what are you trying to do? Just like let's just do this.
I'm just trying to ask a question.
No, you're trying to stir up drama. Like you're not asking us like a legitimate question. Like
No,
you're
no, I genuinely am.
all right. Listen,
And
we
on
got
my heart, I'm literally, I'm here being respectful,
it.
genuinely. And you don't
All
have.
right, one more person. Man, that's like all people have to do is like stir up drama. That's so crazy.
I agree.
Where was this energy with the guy? The guy didn't get up here. We had a respectful conversation. Like I don't understand why people can't just have a respectful. You guys come up here and talk about people that like are not in our relationship. It's actually very disrespectful to people. Like, how do you know that like other people even want to like be like involved in stuff? Like it's crazy. Like it's very disrespectful to them.
Hello? Oh, girl, you sleep, huh? Dang.
All right, Buddha.
Okay.
She knocked out. She got knocked out, bro. She literally was smiling.
Maybe she's dreaming about us.
She probably is.
Oh my goodness. Um, hello?
What?
Uh,
Can y'all hear me?
you good? Yeah, we can hear you, girl. Is that Coco Melon not here?
Yeah. I'm sorry. My kid right here. Shine, I got one question for you, and then I'm gonna get off.
Wait a
Hold on.
minute.
What's
Wait a
your name and
minute.
where you from?
Oh, sorry.
Turn your camera on, by the way.
It's on.
All right. It is not on.
Y'all can't see me?
Yeah, we see you now. What's up?
Okay. Shine, why are you such a crybaby ass bitch? Like, you do
No.
all this crying. Like, you is such a little bitch. Like,
He is
ugh.
not. What is he crying about?
Let her go.
Olivia,
Anything
and
else?
your big headed ass, please, girl,
Yes,
sit
I am.
down.
Big head and
Sit
beautiful
down.
and all.
You got
What
such a big
about
head,
it?
and you was
What
such a
about it?
crybaby too. Like,
What
and you
about it?
always on your
Big head
man.
and
Like, girl,
beautiful.
back
What
up. Give
about
Shanice her time,
Hold
bro.
on.
what
Hold on,
about it?
baby. Is this literally your question? Is that it?
Yes, this is my question because you're such a bitch. Like, and everybody knows this. Like, and we heard you beating on whoever the fuck went to the bathroom without asking. We heard that.
All right. So now we're just making stuff up.
No, we not making it up, baby.
All right. So let me get this straight. We got into an altercation and came back to live in front of thousands of people.
It sounded like it, damn near. Hell yeah.
I think you guys hear what you want to hear. I
No,
think you guys see what you.
a lot of females that are
At
in
the end of the day,
domestic
at the end of
violence.
the
No,
day, why
let me
would?
talk. Let me talk.
All right,
Shut up. You
yo,
had your time.
we've been letting
Shut
you
up.
talk, and
You
the only
had your
thing you just
time.
want
Please
yeah,
be quiet. Please be quiet.
just
Please
boot
be
her,
quiet.
just boot her. And this is where you
I
guys
can't
take your,
believe people.
and this is where you guys like let's take your information from. Like you get up here, you insult me, you insult my queen, cool, and then you sling a bunch of false accusations. Like you guys just say whatever. It's crazy.
Okay, hold on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm not ready.
What you gotta be ready for? It's the bonnet, ain't it?
No, I don't have my bonnet on. It's fine. Do I have to put my face in it?
Yes.
We would love to see you.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go where you guys can see me better. Hi.
Hey.
My name is Mila.
Oh, you
I'm
wanted the good lighting. You wanted everybody to be like, "Hey, she fine." Okay.
well, I was actually about to get ready to go out, but I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. I'm kind of sad I'm at the end. Are you guys about to get off? Because I kind of want to talk for a while, but it's fine. I'm gonna ask a few questions if you guys have the time.
We're not here. Go right ahead.
Okay. Let me get my iPad because I wrote them down because I have a bad memory. But yeah, I live in Miami.
Uh-oh.
One thing I do want to talk about is because I don't want to like talk about the same things everyone talks about all
Right.
the time. But I just want to clarify a few things. Like I want to talk about Sean being in the military. Like I haven't seen or heard too much about that. If you're comfortable, like I don't want to. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Go ahead.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say if you like, do you have a question about like our relationship?
I have a few questions. Yeah. Does it have
Let's
to be
just
specifically?
let's do this. Keep the questions about our relationship because honestly, you guys just asking me about people that are not like here or things that are not here now just doesn't really make sense and doesn't really seem that productive. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. So I'm warning you. So if you ask a question that is about something or somebody that's not here, then I'm just gonna boot you.
Well, I asked a question about you.
Yeah.
I don't know
All right.
anything about. I'm not asking about anyone
All right.
else, or
Yeah. So ask
I
your,
wasn't personally even planning on doing that.
go ahead. Ask your question.
So that was a no on the military clarification, or
Yeah, I was in the military.
and I just like wanted you to go in depth about your experience and how you feel about it, and
I think
because
I think the military is a great thing. It's a great platform. It's a great stepping stone for anybody. I think whether you do 4 years or 20 years, at the end of the day, it's a stepping stone. The quicker you realize that, the better off you'll be. I'm thankful for the military because it taught me I never wanted to work a job another day in my life.
I agree 100% because in fact I was also in the military and it didn't go too well for me. So like I was asking out of my own personal, like
What branch were you in? Coast Guard,
Navy.
Navy? Oh
Hey.
man, that's dope.
Yes.
What was
So
your rate?
yeah, shipmates.
What was your
I'm
rate?
sorry.
What was your rate?
I was in IT.
Oh heck yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in IT. So yeah, and so just personal thing. Another thing was. I did see how this is more about your relationship, I guess, since that's what you guys want to be more oriented towards. I did see how previously, um, when the idea of you guys being together was something that you keep saying that it's always been a line for you, it's always been a line for you. But I remember in the beginning, like when I first started watching your lives, Sean would actually like correct you and be like, no, you were like you said that we weren't aligned and which is fine. I just want to know if that was the case, what made you change your mind?
Oh, is this a question for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you listening?
so for me, I thought we were in a line because I was like, Polly. I was just like, no. I thought that we were in line in that aspect. But I realized that we were aligned in like every single aspect. And one thing he told me that it's not about like the destiny. Like, what is the thing that you say, Vicky?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, he told me that there's a quote where basically be stern on like the destination but fluid on the journey.
There you go.
And I was like, that is very, very true, because for me, I always knew I wanted to be successful as a person, and I wanted to have financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, everything, just overall, you know, be successful in every aspect when it comes to that. And even though I was going to go in the fashion industry because I thought that was going to be my thing, I was going to go to New York, I was going to dominate the fashion industry, I was brought to the opportunity of being in the finance industry. And, you know, my destination is I want to be successful in all areas. It doesn't necessarily have to be the fashion industry, and it brought me to the success of where I am now. So, yeah, I just found out and saw that you were aligned. So yeah, because my goal is I always wanted to go ahead and build generational wealth, and it doesn't really matter like how you get there. It matters the point is you getting there. And I thought one way would be better by myself, but actually this way is better with actually building a family.
So you think that you felt like it was better. Oh, you felt like it was worth it even if Sean had multiple women, basically.
Yes.
Okay, and I feel like people shouldn't attack you for that because that's what you want to do with your life. You're an adult and everything. I'm not gonna judge you. That's you. Another thing, I feel like, okay, so from prior knowledge, I know that you want to have multiple women, Sean. 7, I think it was, right?
Yep.
So my thing with that is, and I know people ask this a lot this is not me like coming for you or anything, or people be like, oh, what can you provide for 7 women? But realistically, don't you feel like at one point, 1 or 2 or so, at least one of those women are gonna lack something when it comes to the dynamic?
What do you mean lack something?
Like where there's gonna come to a point where someone's needs are not being met.
Why would their needs not be met?
Because of the quantity of people involved in the dynamic, and there's only 1 of you and there's 7 of them. You get what I'm
Yeah, but why would
saying?
they met?
Something just because you're not Superman. I know like that's how you want them to look at you, but it's like I just don't think, this is my opinion, I'm not coming for you, this is just like, what do I know about anything? But I just don't think that when it comes to 7 women, you're gonna be able to,
Well,
I'm gonna be able to what?
provide for all of them equally. You disagree? That's fine. If you just,
You know I disagree. Not only will I like, yeah, of course I disagree.
So
Why?
could you explain? How would you be able to be there for 7 different women?
The same way I'm here for 2.
Okay, and so when people ask you questions about certain things, and you're like, well, like for example, where they're asking you about like where you guys sleep or what the sleeping arrangements are, and you're like, well, we sleep together. So, but it's like when there's 7 of you guys are not all gonna sleep together in the same bed.
Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get bunk beds. You know, I don't know. Gotta stay tuned.
But that's what I'm saying. You answer for now, and I feel like when it comes to like a dynamic like this, I feel like you should prepare for what you're speaking to exist.
No, I feel like it should be like this. My queen said it best. Be stern on your vision and fluid on how you get there. The truth is this: I don't like forcing people into any type of boundaries, and every woman is going to have her individual boundaries. Some women are going to be comfortable sleeping in the same bed. Some women may not. So it all depends on the women that I date. Everybody has different boundaries. Some women may want their own place. Some women are going to want to stay with me. It just totally depends. And for me, I'm not trying to place anybody in like a box. The only thing I want to do is help beautiful women reach their potential and for us to build together. I don't really think about the nooks and the crannies. I also believe in my ability to like learn. At the end of the day, it's all about respecting each other's boundaries, and we'll cross that road when we get there. But that's easy work. I got way bigger problems than how am I going to handle appeasing 7 women? Like, my problems are so much bigger than that. With all due respect, great question, but that's the easy word.
I respect that answer, but at the same time, I feel like if you want this to, or obviously this is something that you want to be successful and you want your ideas to come into fruition. So I feel like in order to be successful, you would have to prepare for that.
How many
So
kids you want?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, you want
Whoever,
a family, right?
yeah, but
Well,
when I'm
don't you think
planning,
if you should have,
when
if
I
you don't you
when
think
I
if you want to hold on, don't you think if you want to have a successful family, you should know how many kids you want?
yes, when I start my family,
All right, so
I
why aren't
haven't
you already
even.
preparing?
I'm single. I'm a single
Why aren't you already preparing for that?
because I don't want to prepare for that right now. I'm focusing on my career.
All right, so I'm focusing on the relationship that I'm in and my business. What's the difference?
That's not what I was saying
It's
though.
the same exact thing. You don't have everything in the future figured out, but you'll figure it out when you get there. You believe in your ability to figure that situation out, right?
Right.
All right, I believe in my ability to figure that situation out. So I know I'll figure it out.
I don't doubt that you'll figure it out, but just like
If you
any
don't
good
doubt that you
business,
figure it out, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. This wouldn't even be a
I
question.
just feel like if you talk about this being some big empire or I'm not sure your exact quotes, but my thing is if you plan to cross these bridges when you get there, it's like how do you know what's gonna like how do you prepare for like a downfall?
Why would I worry about a downfall?
I'm just saying, like, would you invest into a business without having a business plan? No.
I did not have a business plan when I started my business. I just started. Business plans don't make you money.
I guess to each his own. I kind of feel like a little like hostility or attitude, and I feel like I'm getting like the consequences of like previous like videoers, and like I'm really not feeling the
I
energy.
personally feel like you're trying to play victim. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not shouting at you.
No,
I'm
I'm not
just,
trying to play victim. I'm not trying to play victim at all. But like a lot of people have say, I feel like you have different energies for different people, and that's fine. You're human. Like you're gonna do that. But I'm
I
just
mean,
not.
the thing is that, like, you guys, like, I appreciate you all being up here, but I don't worry about stuff that's, like, in the future. Like, why would I sit up here and try to do all that? And the truth is, I can sit up here and plan, oh, this is going to be my setup. But what if I fall for a woman who,
You're breaking up. Yeah, I don't know if it's my connection or if it's them. I don't know, y'all. I feel like he was being kind of rude, but I just should I get off? I'm trying to be so respectful too. Like I'm so respectful. Like I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to have a conversation. So I'm like, I'm sorry y'all if I'm being boring or whatever. But I really have some good questions for real. I'm crying. Not just said this is my live talk to us. No, but I feel like the other people that were on here made them mad, and it's like that's not my fault. Like y'all are up here, y'all are asking us to ask you questions, and then all of a sudden everyone else could ask whatever question they want, but then when some people come here, oh, only ask certain things. Like that's so fake. Y'all, why am I still on here? I'm crying. Anyways, what do I even know? I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm gonna ask next. I really don't even want to ask questions. I feel like the energy is off. And I feel like if I ask one wrong thing, they're gonna take me off. That's why I gotta go light first. Why, like, I don't even, like, this is crazy. I don't know what to think of them. Like, I feel like people can do whatever they want to do. That's fine. Like, I don't think y'all should get obsessed with them and be negative and shit and all that shit. But at the same time, I am kind of side eyeing them because Olivia is only 20 years old. Like, when I was 20 years old, I thought I knew everything too. And I didn't. So when it comes to the Olivia thing, but at the same time, she is an adult. She is an adult. So it's like you really can't